Ladies and Gentlemen! Es hat mehrere Wochen gedauert, mein Chat hat mich bearbeitet bis zum geht nicht mehr. Ich sage seit locker 3 Wochen, dass ich keine Lust habe, das hier zu machen. Aber ich habe meinem Chat versprochen, dass wir es irgendwann machen und irgendwann ist jetzt. Wir gucken das vermutlich meistgehypteste Video, auch wenn es dumm klingt, aber ich meine es wirklich voll ernst, im letzten Monat. Und zwar ist das ein Minecraft-Video, wo eine Zivilisation simuliert wird. Das Video ist 2 Jahre alt, also beziehungsweise wurde vor 2 Jahren aufgenommen und es wurde an diesem Video 2 Jahre geschnitten und erwachsene Leute, denen ich vertraue, meinten, das ist ein Must-Watch. Dieses Video ist insane gut. Okay? Und nachdem ich dieses andere Video nicht geguckt habe, dieses Parcours Civilization, dachte ich, gucken wir das hier mal. Wenn euch das Ganze gefällt, Freunde, holt euch auf jeden Fall Popcorn, holt euch auf jeden Fall irgendwas zu trinken, weil das hier wird auf jeden Fall, das wird ein Brecher jetzt. Aber wir gehen rein, ich hab Bock. Lasst einen Daumen nach oben da, wenn es euch gefällt. Und jetzt viel Spaß mit dem längsten Video, was ich je in meinem Leben geguckt habe.
In the biggest social experiment in Minecraft history, I scattered 1,000 people across 2 massive islands to simulate a realistic civilization. The players were given no help or guidance, and just like in real life, if you die, you remain dead forever.
Bruder, Real Talk, ich kann mir nicht vorstellen, dass dieses Video so geil ist, wie alle sagen. Sage ich euch ganz ehrlich. Ich lasse mich gerne vom Gegenteil überzeugen, aber Real Talk, das Video kann nicht so gut sein, wie alle sagen.
Now each player has the freedom to do whatever they want. Farm for food, become a dictator, and build a society. At least as best as they can, because while one island is a rich, green paradise, the other one...
You're kidding me.
...is a barren wasteland. It's up to each player to work with what they've got. Will there be peace between the islands, or will there be war? What ended up happening is the single most amazing story arc I've ever seen. All I will say is pick a nation to root for and enjoy the video. I present to you the rich and poor 1,000 player civilization experiment.
Ich fühle mich wie ein 12-Jähriger. Das Video kann nicht so gut sein, wie alle sagen. Für wen routen wir? Ja, habe ich auch gerade überlegt. Ich habe gerade überlegt. Sind wir für die Reichen oder für die Armen? Ich meine, der Classic wäre für die Underdogs zu gehen, oder? Das wäre der Classic, oder? Ich würde sagen, wir sind für die Underdogs hier, alright? Wir sind für die Armen. Wir sind für die Armen, Bro.
Don't forget, if you want to participate in these videos, join my Discord server, and of course, subscribe to my channel. Alright, we got 1,000. Good luck, everyone.
Ich mache meine Kamera hier.
It was the beginning of day 1, and all 1,000 players began to explore their new homes.
What is this place?
Before the first day, I had made everyone choose randomly between Island 1 and Island 2. And I didn't tell them that one of the islands, the first one, would be a barren wasteland. Hey, you guys having a good time?
No. There's nothing here. Please tell me where the trees are, bro. I cannot find anything.
It didn't take long for the people who chose Island 1 to realize they had made a massive
Oh mein Gott, die haben nicht mal Bäume, Digga.
I hate this place. I hate this place.
Players realized that building civilizations on Island 1 would be particularly challenging. And not only because it was empty, but because some parts of it were completely uninhabitable, like the snow biome. Oh no! No, no, no!
Oh mein Gott!
Next door, a massive...
Das Ding ist halt, wenn die Sterne sind, die ja raus, ne? Stell dir vor, du bist bei so einem... Stell dir vor, das ist das Video des Jahres wahrscheinlich, was Gaming angeht. Und du stirbst so an Tag 2.
Volcano that could erupt at any moment.
Ooh, I'm not going down there.
This volcano also happens to heat up all the water on the island.
Okay.
This killed a lot of people.
Wait, warte, was hat viele Leute gekillt? The water here is boiling. Oh.
Okay.
This killed a lot of people. Now, to begin building civilizations, the players needed to find a tree.
Please tell me where the trees are, bro.
Wood is an essential material, and without it, you really can't do anything. Now, luckily for Island 1, there was one tree on the island, and it was pretty big,
Oh,
too.
shit, let's go.
But, of course, it was completely surrounded by boiling water.
You've got to be kidding me.
Meanwhile, let's go over to Island 2. Hey, guys. Life on Island 2 was beautiful. The terrain was green, the trees were plentiful, and the water was normal temperature.
Open for business.
Ich fühle mich so, als würden wir gerade einen Kinofilm zusammen gucken, Chat. Checkt ihr?
Solid water? It's from the ocean. Are you trying to make me drink ocean water?
No.
The people on Island 2 immediately realized they had chosen the island of safety and wealth.
Es fühlt sich an, als hätte ich einen Anzug anhaben sollen heute.
Yeah.
The only real danger on Island 2 was the possibility of falling down from a tree as you're collecting wood. But some people found a way to even work around that. So you're planning to build a bakery.
Yes, I am.
And you're forcing your employees to go up and get oak?
Oh, no.
She forcing you to work up here.
Hey, no. It's double carrots, triple carrots.
I don't want
say
carrots.
anything.
I want fair working conditions.
Bruder, was ist sein Mikrofon? Walkie-talkie, Digga? What the fuck?
Also, because of the vast amounts of trees, people were very quickly able to craft tools that allowed them to mine underground. Hello, Saps. You doing okay?
Yeah, I mean, this island's great.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at this. Yeah, I'm loaded.
Overall, the people of Island 2 were thrilled with their new home.
das immer noch Tag
thrilled
1
with their
alles?
wealth,
Tag 1?
and
Nee,
they
oder?
were very optimistic about their future.
Ist das noch Tag 1? Ja, alles Tag 1.
By the end of the first day,
ja.
players on Island 1 had finally reached the big tree.
Let's
you
go!
realize how high up you are?
Oh yeah, no, we're not scared.
No?
No pain, no gain.
Island 1 was still pretty far from having fully fledged civilizations, but there were communities starting to form. For example, this player named Remy the Rats made a small restaurant to feed those who were starving. Remy the Rat, what are you serving them here? It's very popular. Bread? And you get the... What the frick? Why? Wait, is this a bread line? Yes. Oh no. I also got word that there was a small group of people who had chosen to settle in a weird location.
People at the volcano.
What type
Boah.
of people would choose to live on a
Goats.
volcano? Hey guys.
Hello.
What the?
Sehr geile Location.
Welcome to the mafia.
This was Lingolini, and he had recruited about 20 people to join his Italian mafia. His goals were very simple: make friends and get rich.
Hold on, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't tell anyone though. We're trying to keep it between us.
We'll check back in with these guys later, but in the meantime, on Island 2, there were actual huge civilizations starting to form.
I don't care about power. I don't care about government. I just want to make a nice place for my people to live.
This player named Call Me Cass was the leader of about 50 people in a nation she named the Cass Coalition. And
Ich frage mich, wie man so Leute irgendwie castet oder so. Checkt ihr? Weil ich habe das Gefühl, wenn ich jetzt 100 von euch zum Beispiel auf den Server packen würde, Bruder, ihr würdet irgendeine Scheiße machen. Da würde einfach überall, wäre da so ein Pimmel mit so Lava drüber oder so. Checkt ihr? Ich habe das Gefühl, du musst schon so Leute rekrutieren und so sehr viel Liebe reinstecken in so Auswahl der Leute, checkt ihr? Dass man checkt, okay, das sind alles basically müssen es Leute sein, die Roleplayen. Wenn nicht alle Leute mitziehen an einem Roleplay, dann ist over. Weil im Grunde ist es ja ein großer GTA Roleplay-Server, oder? Würde ich sagen, so bis jetzt.
Coalition it was of very different types of people, including pirates, bankers, Canadian cartels, of very different types of people, including pirates, bankers.
Yo! Fireball X3, der Goat! Der Goat! Holy shit, goated skin, bro. Goated skin.
There's Canadian cartels, bakery owners, and their employees.
I want fair working conditions.
How much even being paid to work up here?
Paid? People are getting paid?
Now, later in the day, Island 2 would face its first conflict. What the heck?
Hey, you guys can't be destroying the beach.
Who are you?
A group of about 20 people were extracting sand from the shore right next to the Cass Coalition. Cass was obviously not happy about this, but these people didn't care because they were from a much bigger nation called the Commonwealth.
we're actually 5 nations combined into one, so we have strength in numbers.
The Commonwealth was a massive civilization that was formed on day 1 when 5 distinct groups were close enough to each other that they just decided to come together and unify under one nation. As a result, the Commonwealth had a government with 5 leaders at the top and over 150 citizens.
We're going to turn this mountain into our city currently.
Ah, okay. The Commonwealth leaders were very ambitious and wanted to make the Commonwealth the most beautiful, the most respected, the most powerful nation on Island 2, even if it came at the expense of others. Overall, by the end of the day, Island 2 was...
Ich komme die ganze Zeit nicht drauf, wie die das gescriptet haben, beziehungsweise wie die das so... Ich weiß nicht, ob es scripted ist, aber ich meine, wie die das so gecastet haben, Bruder. Das ist insane, weil das müssen ja Leute sein, die komplett gecheckt haben.
Much further ahead than Island 1, as expected. But let's see what happens in the following days. As players logged back in the next day, nobody was expecting that the beginning of day 2 would end up having one of the most consequential moments of the entire event. Remy the Rat was running his restaurant.
Remy the Rat is the GOAT.
He received a visit from a player named Spoon.
Does anyone... Knight, I need food, I'm dying.
Yo, Spoon.
Yep.
I do have food. You're private, but
I need
worry.
food. Oh, God, I'm too kind. I care about everyone else before myself. It's such a problem.
Now, this player, Spoon, was a rising leader on Island 1. He was known for always giving away his own food. But some people started to suspect that Spoon's supposed generosity was merely a method to gain popularity to further his political ambitions. That is, until...
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he's a traitor.
Digga, Bürgerkrieg einfach.
He was trying to assassinate Spoon.
Boah, das ist actually sehr tough geschnitten, ne?
Spoon had survived an assassination attempt, which brought him exactly the attention he needed to cement himself as a legend on Island 1. People were drawn to him, and on day 2, Spoon used this leverage to establish an empire named Westhelm.
Boah, Mario, das hat Bock gemacht, da mitzuzocken.
Made me emperor. This right here is going to be our capital. We're also building a massive coliseum.
You mean where people fight to the death?
Exactly.
Even though the people of Westhelm were still struggling.
Du musst das auch machen, Bro, ihr seid zu blöd für sowas. Das geht mit euch nicht.
With food and resources.
Ihr seid gut in Sachen wie, hey, schick mir irgendwie lustige TikToks und ich lache und wenn nicht, dann kriegt ihr eine Playstation oder so. Aber, Bro, da seid ihr zu blöd für. Dafür bin ich auch zu blöd. Ich könnte da auch nicht mitmachen.
Their motivation to succeed was unbelievably high.
Earlier, somebody tried to take my life. Someone with this face. But now, he's dead.
For the first time, it seemed like the people of Island 1 had hope.
The Ballad of Emperor Spoon. Nearly killed by some dude.
Island 1 was finally starting to develop civilizations, but not all of them were as motivated as Westhelm. Right next door, for example, was a cult named Nevermore that literally just boxed themselves in and wanted nothing to do with the rest of the world.
Quoth the Raven, Nevermore.
And honestly, these guys weren't wrong to be pessimistic. See, some of the people who chose Island 1 had secretly been hoping that when they finally make it underground, they would find droves of iron and diamonds. But instead, they only found a giant layer of lava that stemmed from the volcano and covered the entire island.
GG's.
This lava layer ended up killing a lot of people.
Oh mein Gott. Digga, Noto, diese armen Leute, die wurden gebumst einfach, die haben gar nichts.
And a lot of people weren't necessarily angry at the poor conditions themselves, but more so about the inequality between Island 1 and Island 2. See, even though the two...
Du wärst da gestorben, Kevin A. tot. Bruder, ich wäre nicht an Tag 1 oder Tag 2 gestorben, WTF.
Islands had a board.
Bruder, also wer bei so einem Format, wo man rausfliegt, nach unten buddelt, der ist selber schuld.
separating them, preventing anyone from crossing for now, rumors were spreading about the wealth and the amazing environment of Island 2. Because of this, some people on Island 1 were starting to develop some feelings about the other island.
Island 2 might be the better island, but we're the better people.
Oh,
wow.
In fact, artists on Island 1 were already making propaganda posters, some of which were rather concerning, including a few creations by our mafia leader, Lingolini. Speaking of Lingolini, there was some drama on the volcano on day 2.
I just survived an assassination attempt.
What?
Whoa. Mamma mia, help me, I'm getting chased. Lego likes just attacked me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
It was becoming a pretty common occurrence on Island 1 for people to try to rob or murder as a means to get food or resources. But Lingolini was not going to let that slide. Well, what are you going to do about that then?
I put a hit out on him. Everybody in the mafia knows that the Lego likes is an enemy of the mafia.
But then, during our interview...
Lingolini.
Oh wait, who's coming out over here?
They go
There's some people coming
Oh,
out.
those are people from Infernus. They're our allies.
Oh, really?
Bro,
Lingolini had decided to share his volcano territory with a larger group called Infernus, whose main goal was to preserve and protect the sacred land of the volcano. I spoke with the leader, a player named Seneca, who described herself as the Queen of Infernus.
We are a nation of the flame. We have to treat the volcano with the respect it deserves, and we hope we can work with Lingolini to do just that.
Seneca and Lingolini agreed to...
Bro, das muss so aufwendig gewesen sein. Dieser Typ, der das schneidet oder der erzählt, der muss ja die ganze Zeit auch rumgeflogen sein und hat mit allen gelabert und so. Bruder, ich verstehe wirklich nicht, wie organisiert man sowas? Ja, ich weiß, 2 Jahre hat das gedauert. Ich meine jetzt nicht im Schnitt. Klar, der Schnitt ist insane. Aber ich meine, auch alleine... Also das zu schneiden, okay, ist crazy. Dauert halt 2 Jahre. Aber ich finde, das zu organisieren ist noch krasser, weil das passiert in Realtime. Wisst ihr, wie ich meine? Beim Schnitt, wenn es am Ende eine Woche länger dauert, ist bei 2 Jahren auch egal. Wisst ihr, was ich meine? Ja, dann dauert es im Worst Case 3 Jahre. Okay, juckt. Aber da vor Ort, er musste ja mit allen sprechen. Und wenn er es nicht schafft, mit allen zu sprechen, dann wäre das Video tot. Wisst ihr, was ich meine? Er muss die ganze Zeit rumgeflogen sein, hat mit allen gesprochen. Er muss ja auch irgendwie Leute gehabt haben, die Leute beobachten, damit die sagen, Bro, komm mal hierher, hier entwickelt sich gerade so ein Kult oder so, komm mal daher. Und so, Bro, das ist krank, Digga, real talk.
Seneca and Lingolini agreed to protect each other in case of an invasion and use the volcano's height and flowing lava to their advantage.
If anybody tries to attack us, we'll kick them out like a Koopa shell.
Now, speaking of invasions, on day 2, the Cass Coalition was approached by an army of boats.
Bro, das Dorf finde ich richtig scheiße. Ich hoffe, die werden abgerissen. Ich hoffe, Nojo, die sterben da jetzt. Ich finde, das ist ein richtiges Wack-Dorf. So, oder? Die sind nicht so, die bauen jetzt einfach nur so auf friedlich und so. Bruder, reiß die ab.
Oh, crap. Guys, I think we're under attack.
It looks like for some reason the
Boah, mit der
Commonwealth
Kiste.
was coming to...
Bro, das sieht so tough aus mit der Kiste hinten drin.
We're under attack.
Bro.
It looks like for some reason the Commonwealth was coming to attack.
No, we can't fight this. We gotta run. Get everyone out. Get everyone out.
But after a few moments of panic, it turned out to be just a group of immigrants who had gotten lost.
Oh.
We are not here to invade, I swear.
Oh, I got
We're not here to invade you, we promise.
Why are y'all here? It's you mother.
But I didn't do anything. I just followed
You
them.
brought them all. You didn't do anything. Okay.
The leader of the migrants, a player named 3 Below Zero, profusely apologized for the scare, and then the migrants took off. What's going on, Cass?
I know they didn't mean to do that. I'm telling my people not to worry.
Glad to hear. Now, on day 2, players had finally realized that Island 2 was not technically an island at all, but an archipelago or chain of islands. The northern island was an optimal place to settle with open fields, trees, and wildlife. So naturally, it had the biggest civilizations, including the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition, and a huge kingdom named Tricolor, ruled by a monarch named Viel.
Das ist besser als das Minecraft-Movie? Naja, ich sag mal, es wird eins von beiden geben, wo ich einschlafe und bei dem anderen halt nicht. Naja, gut, wir gucken mal weiter. Noch sind wir nicht durch.
Red stands for the underground, the green for plains, and the blue for the coast.
The center island, meanwhile, had pink cherry blossom trees and was the home of a small nation called Barbieland. What is this?
Life in plastic?
Oh, God.
It's fantastic.
Okay. And lastly, the southern island was big, but also extremely dense, flooded with jungles and swamps. As a result, nobody really wanted to stay there, although I did find one person. Saps, what is this?
Can't you tell? This is my vacation home.
How's this a vacation home? I don't see any lawn chairs or furniture. There's no roof.
Hold your horses there, cowboy. It's not done yet.
Saps was one of the few players who chose not to join any civilizations because he didn't want to get dragged into politics and drama. Still, he made lots of
bitte nicht spoilern, Chat, wenn ihr irgendwas
his
wisst,
best
okay?
friend Flux actually being the second in command of the migrant group. Speaking of, 3 Below Zero and the migrants had finally reached their destination all the way up north. Now, other than accidentally invading the Cast Coalition, these guys seemed pretty insignificant. But little did people know, this new civilization was about to change the entire world.
Ja, okay, bin ich mal gespannt. Also ich finde diesen Saps, der da alleine ist, sehr cool. Ich finde diese Lingolini-Mafia sehr fresh. Ich glaube, das sind meine Favorites bis jetzt. Der Feuermagier ist cool, ja. Loki ist auch sehr interessant, alles um diesen Scoop oder wie er hieß. Sput, ja, das ist auch sehr interessant, ja. Ey, Rams the Red oder Remy the Red, oder wie er hieß, der ist bei Sput, oder? Das war bei Sput, das war dieses Dorf bei Sput, oder?
Where we live.
Ich glaube ja.
And we intend to use it for good. We are enlightened. We are the light.
Oh mein Gott, so glaubensmäßig.
Luminara.
So, das ist so sektenmäßig, glaube ich.
The migrants had decided to call their civilization Luminara. They saw themselves as the light of Island 2, the innovators, the inventors. See, the reason 3 Below Zero had chosen this specific location to settle, well, it wasn't by accident. After the first day, 3 Below Zero had used content and propaganda released by the people of Island 1 to estimate the location of the other island. He then used a coordinate system to calculate the northernmost point of Island 2. His goal was to settle as closely as possible to the other island so that when the day comes, when the borders drop, Luminara can build a massive bridge connecting the two islands, giving free passage as a sign of good faith to perhaps bring about world peace. But it wouldn't be that simple. The second in command of Luminara, Flux, as well as a few concerned citizens, did not want that bridge to be built. They had seen the Island 1 propaganda. They knew that people on Island 1 were
It took 30 hours. Bro, Real, wie wenig haben die, dass die 30 Stunden für so ein fucking Eisen gebraucht haben?
Their fear was that Island 1
Ey, haben das auch Leute gestreamt? Weil anscheinend schon, oder? Weil es haben anscheinend ja auch Leute irgendwie hochgeladen und so. Dann haben das safe auch welche gestreamt. Digga, das ist crazy, real talk.
would just use that bridge as an opportunity to invade Luminara.
Das sind alles kleine Creator. Ja, macht Sinn, da Content Creator zu nehmen. Außer dieser eine Typ mit dem Walkie-Talking, Bro. Was ist er? Weil er kann kein Content Creator gewesen sein, Bruder. Real talk, er kann nicht mal mit Leuten privat einfach zocken, Bruder. Was war das für ein Mike, Digga? Kein Spoiler, nur Info zu dem Projekt. Es gibt eine No-Repeat-Rule. Wenn du in einem vorherigen Video eine große Rolle hattest, darfst du nicht aktiv versuchen, in dem nächsten Video wieder eine große zu haben. Ja, okay. Ich sag, der Typ alleine ist. Achso, ich sag, der Typ, der alleine ist, wäre Basti. Boah. Ja, obwohl Basti könnte ich mir auch vorstellen mit so 3, 4 Leuten, so Heiko und so. You know?
That people on Island 1 were angry. Their fear was that Island 1 would just use that bridge as an opportunity to invade Luminara and perhaps invade the rest of Island 2, leading to a world war.
That bridge is a bad idea. Moving up north was a bad idea. Island 1 is going to invade us, and Luminara is going to be their first target.
What about the goal of world peace?
I respect our leader's goal, but he's dead wrong. We shouldn't be trying to befriend our enemies. The way we're going to achieve world peace is by uniting Island 2 against Island 1.
What if 3 Below Zero says no? What if they finish the bridge?
Well, then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all.
Craft Attack, aber 2 Nationen diesmal. Das wäre echt funny. Aber das wäre nicht Craft Attack halt. Vielleicht kann sich ja irgendwie Norex wieder mit Schradin beefen, dann haben wir basically das. Dann haben wir basically nur dass beide OOC gehen irgendwann at some point.
As day 2 came to an end, tensions were rising, both within nations and between islands, leaving people worried about what's going to happen next.
Digga, bei den Broke Boys sind schon 70 Leute gestorben.
On Island 1, I was watching a small group of pirates who called themselves Al-Karasina.
Al-Karasina, my friend. We're the baddest pirates around.
Now, if you look closely, there was a person of interest hanging around with the pirates.
Oh!
He picked me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put the hit out on him.
So to be clear, Legolikes had a bounty on his head and he was hanging around pirates. You could probably guess how this ends.
Yo, Lego Zanga's here.
So is this is everything you guys got, huh? Not much.
No shit!
They're boiling him! Oh no! Oh my gosh! The Al-Karasina pirates had killed Legolikes, but there was a small problem. Did you hear about the news?
Yeah, I saw it, but we don't know who claimed the bounty. It didn't say it in the chat.
Because Legolikes had technically died to boiling water instead of a player, Lingolini didn't know who actually killed him.
Oh my
but
God.
Fortunately for the pirates, when a player dies, the dead player drops their own head, which the pirates believed would be the proof they needed to collect their bounty later today. So you're expecting a payment later?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll go. I'll go.
You guys let me talk.
By day 3, players had basically mapped out all of Island 1 and were finally starting to adapt to the environment.
Day 1 was horrific. We literally had bread lines. Day 2, we're building a Colosseum, a Citadel. I am literally...
Boah, ich stelle mir das so geil vor, damit zu zocken. Ich bin leider so unfassbar beschissen in Roleplay, aber das sieht so funny aus, Real Talk. No joke.
Horrific. We literally had bread lines. Day 2, we're building a Colosseum, a Citadel. I am literally immortal. Hopefully that isn't foreshadowing.
Emperor Spoon was still the most powerful man on Island 1, and on day 3, he was invited to a big international meeting hosted by a charity group called the Blue Cross.
We invited you here mainly to discuss plans in case the volcano erupts. What are your individual plans?
A large bunker underground.
Just not use.
Ich sage euch ehrlich, ich hätte extrem Bock mal auf irgendein so Roleplay-Minecraft-Ding. Aber eher als Mitspieler, nicht als der es organisiert. Ich weiß nicht genau, wie sowas abläuft, aber irgendwie will ich es feiern. Ich bin ein übertriebener Arsch in Roleplay, aber ich würde es tryen.
Volcano erupts. What are your individual plans?
A large bunker underground.
Just not using flammable materials.
We don't have any real plan, you know.
What? You don't have plans? If that volcano erupts, you deserve to die.
Emperor Spoon had come in with good intentions, but...
Sorry, dass ich nochmal stoppe. Vielleicht sowas wie Hero. Ich habe Minecraft Hero nicht geguckt, aber ich habe so ein bisschen was mitbekommen. Sowas wäre low-key funny, bro. Checkt ihr?
But it was there that he learned that he hates meetings.
I'm gonna go there.
When Emperor Spoon left, the other leaders were unsettled. Was this guy really the figurehead of Island 1?
Okay, we need a better representative.
Then, basically right on cue.
Elysium diplomats follow me. Bodyguards.
Sorry guys, sorry, I'm late.
This is Benji, and he's the leader of Island 1's second biggest civilization, called Elysium. See, on day 2, Benji had discovered that toward the outer edges of the island, away from the volcano, the water isn't boiling hot anymore.
Oh, easy.
So he founded Elysium, which literally translates to a place of ideal happiness. And he made the nation to give peace-loving people a chance to relax and get away from all the troubles of Island 1.
Oh, die Musikchoice ist insane.
Look at these Elysian guys swimming in the water.
We were hoping that Lord Ish could summon a single mushroom cow.
All right, if anyone drops a pufferfish in the next 60 seconds, I'll do it.
What do I have to do? What do I have to do? We need the pufferfish. Quick.
There it is.
All right.
Wärt ihr lieber bei den Reichen oder bei den Armen gewesen? Stand jetzt.
Now, back at the Blue Cross, Benji and the other leaders discussed the possibility of creating a...
Bei den Armen? Also ich finde diesen Arc mit dieser Mafia ganz cool. Ich glaube, ich wäre gerne Teil von dieser Mafia gewesen. You know? Aber ich finde bei den Reichen ist auch cool. So Piratenshit auch cool. Ja, I guess.
Full Island 1 alliance. All the leaders at the meeting, including Westhelm's representatives, believed that given the harsh conditions of Island 1, an island-wide alliance could be a game changer. But first...
Before we make this official, we have to convince everyone else to join.
See, there were a few civilizations not present at the meeting, and to complete the full Island 1 alliance, the Blue Cross would have to go out and get them all on board. First was the Alcaracina Pirates, who coincidentally happened to pass by the meeting as it was happening.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
They were on their way to collect their bounty from the second nation not yet in the alliance, the Linguini Mafia. Oh, yes, they're waiting.
Hello, I'm looking for Mario.
Oh, it's me.
So ein Scheiß.
Ooh, mamma mia. It looks like a small brain. It sure looks like a Lego light.
Meanwhile, the Nevermore...
Aber die sind auch so ein bisschen so OOC gegangen, ne? Also die haben schon so ein bisschen so auch gelacht und so. Also das ist nicht so full Tryhard RP gewesen, glaube ich. Ich weiß nicht, Mann. Ich würde sowas voll gerne mal machen. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich das feiern würde. Ich stelle mir gerade so, vor, ich mache so den Stream an und weiß, ich werde jetzt so 5 Stunden Roleplayen. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich das feiern würde. Aber irgendwie würde ich es gerne mal tryen. Ich habe noch nie irgendwas geroleplayed. Checkt ihr? Ist ja auch kein Roleplay. Ja, ihr habt recht. Lingolini ist in Wirklichkeit auch eine italienische Mafia. Das ist eine echte italienische Mafia, die das auf einem Minecraft-Server gerade austrägt. Ihr habt recht, das ist kein Roleplay, my bad.
Be a little bit more difficult to convince, but the Blue Cross said they'd try anyway.
Lass das wirklich organisieren. Ja, wir sollten mal drüber nachdenken.
Well, it was a bit of a mysterious group. Their civilization was down south, and they were very isolated and secretive. They were also rumored to have an extremely strict government, but also a large amount of very skilled fighters. As a result, people were kind of scared to approach them, but they knew they had to eventually to complete the Blue Cross Alliance. They knew that if this alliance works out, it wouldn't matter that they all lived on the poor island. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the most powerful force in the world would become Island 1. At first, Island 1 was supposed to lose, but now they were on the verge of turning their lives around completely.
Tough. Oh shit, was geht hier ab? Yo!
As you can see, there was a bit of commotion at the Commonwealth. They had just exploded their own land because of a miscommunication. What happened was one of the 5 leaders, Coraline, got the idea that the Commonwealth was planning to move east. So she started telling everyone to move. Thus, believing that they wouldn't need their old land anymore, one of the citizens just decided to blow it up.
I thought we were moving. What? We're not moving. I'm surrounded by idiots.
Overall, the Commonwealth was having trouble getting anything done because the 5 leaders were constantly fighting over power. See, there were 5 leaders, each with 1 vote. But because they were originally 5 separate nations, each with a differing amount of citizens, should the smallest faction's vote have the same weight as the biggest faction's vote?
It is ridiculous that Almond's vote is worth the same as mine. I mean, I need about 50 people, and he has barely 5.
Because of all the fighting and disarray, Commonwealth citizens started moving to other nations like the Cass Coalition. Cass's style of governing, letting people do whatever they want, was making her very popular with her people.
Es wirkt auf jeden Fall so, als würden die Reichen sich mehr zerstreiten und die Armen mehr zusammenhalten. Das ist sehr, sehr, wie es auch in Real Life ist.
I
I've been with Cass since pretty much the beginning, and she's established a democracy, a true one.
Really focused on like letting everybody do their thing.
But at the same time, the lack of any regulations had some unintended consequences, like players making strange and ugly buildings. So to solve this, Cass hired a building inspector.
I have placed a lot of foundation for a glorious city, basically made out of stone. That way no one can burn us down.
However,
in Real Life ist es das Gegenteil. Würde ich nicht sagen. Oder? Ich habe das Gefühl, die ärmsten Kulturen sind die herzlichsten. Würde ich jetzt so vom Feeling sagen. Also die Länder, wo man immer so denkt, Alter, wirklich, da ist komplett Feierabend, Alter, da sind die nettesten Menschen, die man sich vorstellen kann. Und die so alles teilen. So, Bro, die haben so nix und dann geben die dir trotzdem noch die Hälfte. So, checkt ihr, wie ich meine? Das ist crazy.
The building inspector did get a little power hungry. What's going on here?
He said he's gonna demolish my house because it's not up to building code.
Because it's not up to code.
So then, citizens took matters into their own hands. What? No! Anyway, on day 3, the biggest nations on Island 2 were still the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition.
Warte, war das ein wichtiger Charakter, der da gestorben ist?
Matters into their own hands.
Nee. Zack.
What?
Achso, das war das Bauamt.
Anyway, on day 3, the biggest nations on Island 2 were still the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition, and Tricolor. Tricolor was a medieval civilization separated into 3 regions, one of them being an underground city. Oh my gosh. This is big.
Yeah.
People didn't really know that much about Jofiel and Tricolor because they tended to be more private. Jofiel was more interested in building up Tricolor rather than doing outside diplomacy. But people would still come to Jofiel with all the political news of Island 2.
I am so tired of the politics already.
Yeah.
I've got some news. People are concerned with Aperion trying to colonize them.
Oh my god.
Now, this particular rumor about a group named Aperion colonizing people happened to be false. Aperion was just a small town led by a player named Alkaline, and it was actually the only nation other than Luminara that directly bordered the ocean next to Island 1.
Wow.
That said, the rumor that Island 1 was uniting was true, which got some people worried, especially the 2 border states. So Jofiel invited over all the major leaders and diplomats of Island 2 for an emergency meeting. The only leader who declined was 3 Below Zero because he was busy building the Luminara Bridge. So he sent in his place his second in command, Flux. Flux, what's your plan here?
I don't care what 3 Below Zero says, we need to make sure everyone unites against Island 1.
Good luck, sir. And because this meeting was...
Ey, ich bin gerade lost. Meinen die mit Island 1 die Armen oder meinen die mit Island 1 den Teil der Reichen quasi? Die meinen den Teil der Reichen, oder? Oder meinen die Armen? Die Armen? Okay.
The most
1 ist arm, 2 ist reich, okay.
Important event yet on Island 2.
Aber wissen die, das habe ich nicht ganz gecheckt, wissen die, dass die anderen broke sind?
Jofiel invited a neutral mediator, someone who could lead the meeting in a fair manner and wasn't a part of any nation. Saps, where are you going?
Apparently they're making me lead the meeting with all the Island 2 leaders.
You sound very excited about it.
Oh no, I'm not excited, I'm terrified. I'm accidentally gonna cause a war.
Ja, stimmt, das sind doch die Propaganda, ja, true.
I think everyone's here.
Welcome.
Well, we at the great and mighty Commonwealth are looking forward to a productive conversation.
Thanks, it's great.
So, as the president of Aperion, I'm actually really worried about our town, which is why I'm proposing we all join a defense pact. If one of us gets attacked, all of us are under attack.
Here. I can agree to that.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
That's a good start.
Wurde schon gesagt, wann die Mauer fällt? Wurde das gesagt schon? Es wurde nur gesagt, dass die fällt irgendwann, oder? Die NATO, ja, NATO A. 2002, stark, guter Gag-Chat. Stark, 1989, guter Gag, good one.
But if Island 1 attacks, say...
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
That's a good start. But if Island 1 attacks, say, Luminara, well, by the time you can even arrive to defend us, everyone at Luminara will already be dead.
Which is why I think we need to focus our efforts on preventing an attack in the first place.
An attack is inevitable. I'm just saying.
Hold on, Flux. Let Jofiel finish.
Island 1 is starving. they're not going to attack us. They have bigger problems. And imagine for a second how quickly we could change their hearts and minds if, instead of treating them as an enemy,
das sind die mit dem, die Brücke bauen, oder?
we send them aid.
Ja.
I think Joe feels right.
Nein? Ah, ich dachte.
We do the defense pact, but we also send aid to Island 1.
Ja, schon Flux ist der von denen.
For an
Ja,
attack,
stimmt.
but we try our best to prevent it. I'm on board with that.
I can agree to that.
The Commonwealth agrees.
Guys, no, this is ridiculous. Island 1 is literally making propaganda saying death to Island 2. They're jealous that we live in a paradise, and they're gonna invade us no matter what. And you wanna send aid to them? Guess what? They're gonna take whatever you send them. Food, armor, weapons, and they're gonna use all of that against us.
He might have a...
Ich würde auch für den Krieg gehen, sage ich. Ich würde auch für den Krieg gehen. Ich meine, das Ding ist halt, technisch gesehen haben die Armen angefangen, oder? Mit der Propaganda. Also technisch gesehen ist das ja schon so eine Art Kriegserklärung. Ich würde auch für den Krieg gehen hier, Chat.
Hold on. Island 1 isn't evil. They're not savages. They just need help.
Ich bin so invested, ich will nicht gespoilert werden. Das ist verrückt.
There's a guy under the table. There's a guy under the table.
Everyone is super on edge. They're worried about traps.
Guys, Island 1 is united. They have hundreds of people all aligned in the same goal, to kill us and take our resources. If they decide to attack any single one of our nations, it'll be easy. All they'll need to do is walk ahead, which is why we need to either merge all of our nations right now. We all choose a spot and combine into one civilization. Either that, or we attack Island 1 first.
Whoa,
Are you
crazy?
Watch, this is ridiculous.
What's crazy, Joe Feel, is you leading all of us to our death.
Oh my
God.
You have to listen to me.
Ja, bring die Arminsel um einfach. Was soll's?
If we don't do this, it's the end of Island 2.
Flex,
We can't do that. That's crazy.
What is happening?
Alright, everyone, we can't fight. Let's just vote. All in favor of Flux's plan to treat Island 1 as an enemy, say aye.
Aye.
Oh, shit. Wait, nur er?
All in favor of sending aid to Island 1.
Bro, die ganze Rede für nur das? Obwohl, da sind ein paar. Boah. Bro, really talk toughest editing. Holy shit. Boah, Bruder, wirklich, also, no joke, je länger wir das gucken, desto mehr muss es doch die Leute abfucken, die an Tag 1 gestorben sind. Digga, stell dir vor, du bist an Tag 1 gestorben. Tot. Ich check's nicht.
Meanwhile, at West Helm, I ran into something interesting.
Our next song is called Island 1.
Alter, holy shit.
Oh my. So you remember this guy?
The Ballad of Emperor Spoon.
Well, he had joined a band that produced actual songs and then performed them all across Island 1.
A barren wasteland island, a boiling water sea. Let's go. And no resources to speak of, except a wooden tree.
Let's go! Everyone loved the Island 1 band, including Emperor Spoon, who found that the music bolstered the morale of his citizens. He believed that a happy citizen is a productive citizen.
West Helm took us in and gave us a little home.
Even though Emperor Spoon was a chaotic figure, West Helm itself was the opposite. It had an army, a storage system, and a hierarchy, from Emperor all the way down to citizen or plebeian. And of course, there was the Colosseum, which when finished, will play a major role in West Helm's justice system. That said, Emperor Spoon was not happy when he heard that yesterday, Benji and the other leaders had been talking poorly about him.
Okay, we need a best representative.
Our final goal is to put Benji Button in here. No, that is a joke. That is a joke.
You don't want Benji to die, do you?
Well, I mean...
Benji and the other leaders were concerned that Emperor Spoon is unstable and may one day try to take over the entire island. And their concerns only grew when Spoon was caught listening to Napoleon.
Ich meine, er hat ja auch so ein Cäsar-Ding hier. Also, das passt schon.
On Spotify. But they also knew that if Island 2 were to ever attack, they needed Spud on their side. So they didn't know what to do.
Island 1, well, here we are.
Also ist schon mal tough, Chat, dass die eine Band haben, sage ich. Ist schon mal sehr, sehr tough, dass die eine Band haben und die anderen nicht.
Meanwhile, Seneca, the Queen of Infernus, had decided to begin building a massive castle for her people. A beautiful home base that would hover directly
tough
over
base,
the
Digga.
volcano.
Holy shit. Tough base. What the fuck?
Yesterday at the Island 1 meeting, a lot of leaders expressed worries about rumors that the volcano may erupt, and they talked about how they would each take different precautions. Everyone believed that the volcano was dangerous, except for Seneca, who had decided to take the opposite approach.
It's all just paranoia. If we really value the volcano, we need to have faith it won't erupt.
The main goal of Infernus as a civilization was to preserve the sacred land of the volcano. So what better way to show faith and demonstrate loyalty?
Imagine, die bauen da jetzt so 6 Tage dran rum an dieser Base, kriegen die fast fertig. Und dann geht dieser Typ, der diesen ganzen Server hostet, hin und lässt diesen Vulkan einfach so ausbrechen und alles ist im Arsch.
Than to make your home right above it.
Das ist ja so geil. Imagine.
Lingolini, meanwhile, decided to make his home underground within the
Klaus, danke
volcano.
für den Sub, Bro.
Totally.
Live under the ground, like a Goombas.
Lingolini's main goal
Pole,
was
danke
to
für den
get
Sub.
rich, and having direct access to iron and gold was one reason for him and the Mafia to live there. But it wasn't the main reason. Remember this interaction from day one?
Oh, let me tell you a little secret. We found some netherite.
Oh, really? Scattered throughout the volcano were pieces of netherite, the rarest and most powerful mineral in all of Minecraft. Not even Island 2 had netherite. It was the single secret advantage that Island 1 had. And the only ones who knew about it were the Lingolini Mafia and Infernus.
Bro, aber no joke, ich check komplett diesen Vulkan-Grind. Ich sage, wenn ich mich irgendwo entscheiden müsste, wo ich mitbauen würde, würde ich auf jeden Fall zu den Vulkanatzen gehen. Ich finde, das ist das Allerfreshste irgendwie.
Even though Infernus didn't exactly like how Lingolini was desecrating what they consider to be sacred land, they made a deal with him. The Mafia can keep mining so long as they provide Infernus with some of the minerals they find. But Lingolini was unsatisfied.
They want to use us. They want cheap labor. I'm not giving them anything.
Lingolini didn't like how Infernus was basically forcing the Mafia to mine for them with nothing in return.
Bro, ohne will auch so einen Server machen, kannst ja fragen, ob du mitmachen darfst. Nee, Bruder, das muss wenn dann auf Deutsch sein. Das kann ich nicht auf Englisch machen.
He secretly instructed everyone in the Mafia not to give Infernus anything.
Ich weiß nicht, ob sowas funktionieren würde irgendwie.
Lingolini's hope was that Infernus never asks for those minerals and forgets about the deal entirely. Otherwise, he would...
Oder der eine muss seinen Skin ändern, der sieht aus wie Hitler, Digga. Bro, er muss seinen Skin ändern. Holy shit. Mach eine deutsche Stadt. Boah, das wäre actually hart, Bro. Das wäre actually hart. Dann da eine deutsche Stadt zu machen und dann reden die da so richtig gebrochen Deutsch. Hello, Sir. How are you? Und so richtig so Allmann-Deutsch. Bro, das wäre crazy cool. Holy shit. Das wäre actually auch ein guter Story-Arc. Ja, okay. Ich check. Ich denke drüber nach. Wenn er mich fragt, dann why not? Hello, Sir, how are you? Mein Lieblingsdeutscher Satz. Seidra, bist du blöd in der Birne? Bro, es geht darum, dass man Englisch spricht mit einem deutschen Akzent. Kann so blöde sein, Bruder. Wirklich, ihr müsst aufhören, euch wirklich jeden Tag 6 Joints reinzuballern. Du hast dich versprochen. Nein, Bruder, ich meine, dass wir richtig Deutsch-Englisch sprechen. Mann, wirklich, ihr habt euch alle, no joke. Man merkt, dass wir im Sub-Mode sind. Ihr seid noch blöder als die Non-Subs. Das ist ja insane. Bro, no joke, ihr müsst euch wirklich so krank die Birne weggekifft haben, anders kann ich es mir nicht erklären. Das ist verrückt. Ich habe mich nicht versprochen.
Be in a lot of trouble. That said, despite this conflict, the rest of the Island 1 unification effort was going very well. Earlier today, Lingolini had decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance.
Thank you all so much for having me.
The Alcaracina pirates were also eager to join, and surprisingly, so was Nevermore. There was only one holdout. This mysterious civilization was called the Covenant, and it was ruled by a dictator named Turntap. How are you elected exactly? By a vote of the people or the vote of yourself?
Elected?
Turntap wasn't sure about joining the Island 1 Alliance because the people of the Covenant were generally skeptical of outsiders. They only took pride.
Ich frage mich, wie die so an diese Story, wie geht man an sowas ran? Also sind die einfach auf den Server gejoint und das ergibt sich dann einfach? Oder haben die sich so vorher schon überlegt, ja, okay, so, ich schreibe jetzt mal 3 Leuten da und ich bin dann der Diktator. So, checkt ihr, wie ich meine? Also ich glaube, so ein bisschen so eine Grundstoryline müssten die sich ja schon überlegt haben, oder? Oder meint ihr, sowas ergibt sich einfach? Meint ihr, die sind einfach wirklich auf den Server gegangen und haben so ein gutes Gefühl und dann Mischung? Ja, irgendwie so. Also zum Beispiel, ich glaube, Lingolini, könnte ich mir vorstellen, ist schon auf den Server gegangen, hatte so 2 Homies und dann haben die gesagt, lass mal so eine Mafia machen. Und wir gucken mal, wer sich anschließt.
Of outsiders. They only took pride in their own nation, especially in their army, which was composed of really good PvPers who weren't above using torture to get their way. Are they drowning this guy?
He's gonna die.
Now, I felt a little bad for this player, so I threatened the Covenants. Covenant uses water torture. I'm reporting this to Sidefall.
Digga, die waterboarden den, what the fuck?
So I went to the local news reporter. Sidefall, I have a story for you. I just caught the Covenant waterboarding one of their own people.
Oh. Well, I'm paid off by them, so I don't really care.
What?
Dude, it's free money.
You know what?
It's called a business for a reason. It's called for profit.
Sidefall ran a news business with questionable ethics. He was also known for making up fake stories, writing things like, the lava is rising, just to sell more papers. That said, earlier today, he had made a legitimate discovery that could devastate the entire island.
Ich habe das Gefühl, wenn man sowas macht, müsste man auch sowieso Mods installieren. So ein bisschen so wie bei so einem Roleplay-Server bei GTA. Dass man so Sachen machen kann, wie zum Beispiel diese Band und so, checkt ihr? Oder so, einer könnte zum Beispiel eine Zeitung actually verkaufen und so.
Island 1 had a lot of known dangers, from the lava layer to the boiling water to the powdered snow. But there was one last danger that nobody knew about until now. Meanwhile, the people of Island 2 had spent the day building their civilizations and having a good time. Yesterday, their leaders had voted that whenever the border drops, Island 2 would send aid to Island 1, hoping this gesture would lead to peace.
Nice.
But not everyone agreed with this approach.
It's the end of Island 2.
When Flux returned home to Luminara, 3 Below Zero was furious at Flux for causing chaos at the meeting and for going against Luminara's values. 3 Below Zero, as the leader of Luminara, was actually heavily in favor of sending aid to Island 1. The whole point of the Luminara Bridge was to make peace with Island 1, not to start a war. As a result, 3 Below Zero demoted Flux from his position as second in command.
Oh shit, GG's. Ich sag, die hätten ihn umbringen sollen, Bro. Real Talk, Real Talk. Ich sag jemanden da so, das weiß ich nicht. Die hätten ihn einfach umbringen sollen, Bro. Real Talk, die hätten den waterboarden sollen, Bro, bis er stirbt einfach. So wären Bösewichte geworden. Ja, Real Talk. Real Talk, weil jetzt gibt's Revenge Arc, Chat. Jetzt wird's übel, Bro.
A citizen of Luminara.
Yeah, Flux has been gone all day. People here don't really like him anymore.
Flux and his crew had spent the day building a secret bunker
wow,
under the ocean, a place for them to hide if Island 1 attacks. And then Flux spent the rest of the day helping his best friend, Saps, finish building his home.
Despite all the chaos, Saps still reached out to me after I was demoted.
Mr. Mediator, what a good friend.
Flux over here can be a little unpredictable, but he's my friend, and I know he genuinely wants the best for us.
Even though Flux was much more ambitious than Saps, these two had become very good friends.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah,
wow.
Look at this. Yeah. Unloaded.
But just as day 4 was about to come to a peaceful end, something happened
that
would change the course of Island 2 forever.
Digga. GTA-Übergang, Junge. Bro. Krank.
Viel, the leader of one of Island 2's largest civilizations, was walking across Tricolor with her second in command, Seraphim.
Danke für die ganzen Videos, feier ich sehr. Ich habe das Video nicht gemacht, Bro. Ich wünschte. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Seraphim! What are you doing?
Bruder, mach doch die Lava weg, die ganzen Items gehen hops.
What? No way.
War das der Leader von diesen Lichtleuten?
The second in command of Tricolor had just killed their own leader. And immediately, all of Island 2 went on lockdown.
What? Wait, what? What?
Everyone was confused about what caused this to happen. They killed Viel. Why? After Seraphim fled, Tricolor was in complete disarray.
Okay. That's our leader.
Back at Saps' place, Flux told Saps it might be a good idea for him to call an emergency meeting with all the leaders.
Ich glaube, ich würde jemanden OOC zusammenschlagen, wenn ich an Tag 3 gekillt werde von irgendwem, Digga. Stell dir vor, du pulst da wirklich so die geilsten Streams mit und an Tag 3 dich da einfach jemand. Bruder, du kleiner Sohn, Alter, wirklich. Was hast du diesen Lava-Eimer gemacht? Bruder, ich wär OOC, glaube ich. Boah, ich wäre so sauer. Alter, ich wäre so sauer.
So, for the sake of the island, Saps agreed to host a meeting tomorrow. But for now, he and many others headed to Tricolor to help them restore order.
Boah, das ist so ein tougher Shot. Krass. Digga, sind erst schon viele Leute gestorben.
Now, Island 2 wasn't the only place that would face tragedy. Oh, what? The leader of the Alcaracina Pirates, Noble Bucket, died very suddenly. Alright, they sent me the footage of what happened. Oh, no.
Oh,
he doesn't know the lava layers there.
No.
Oh! No. I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. I think I'm...
With world leaders dying left and right, the media had plenty to report on. The most trusted news company was from Elysium, called Daybreak Media.
We're #1 because we actually report the truth, unlike that bozo Sidefall.
And later into Day 5, the news would get even crazier. For purposes of unity, the Covenant had finally decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance.
Oh shit!
Thus successfully uniting the entirety of
go.
Island 1. But right away, the strength of this alliance would be tested.
Boah. Digga, das ist so ein tougher Shot, Real Talk. Junge, diese Vulkanbase ist so hart.
Earlier, a citizen of Infernus had accidentally told someone outside of Infernus that there was netherite in the volcano.
GG, jemand hat
and this
gesnitcht.
news spread all across
Jemand hat
the
gesnitcht,
island.
Bro. Voll Idioten.
This was a disaster for Infernus and the Linguolini Mafia, who had been trying to keep the existence of netherites to themselves. Immediately after hearing about the netherite, the Covenant sent a mining expedition into the volcano without telling Infernus. And lo and behold, they confirmed there was netherite. Because the Covenant had a scary reputation and a ruthless army, Queen Seneca of Infernus felt it was in her best interest to allow the Covenant to mine. But when other nations like Westhelm started asking if they too could mine in the volcano, Seneca said no.
Oh shit. Ja, Mann, dieser Zusammenschluss aus den 4 Nationen wird sicherlich halten. Was könnte hier schiefgehen jetzt?
People are saying we're being selfish. They're the ones being selfish, trying to take our resources.
Hey, ein Zusammenschluss, der auseinanderbricht, weil es um irgendwelche Ressourcen gibt, das kommt mir bekannt vor. Ich glaube, das kenne ich irgendwoher.
Listen, Island 2 is rich. We are not. Now, with netherite, we actually have a chance of evening the playing field but the volcano people are hogging it.
Before any fighting could break out, the Blue Cross quickly reached out to all the leaders and told them to put this issue on hold.
We're inviting everyone here tomorrow, so we can all talk this through peacefully. We're Island 1. We cannot afford to have a war over some mineral.
Wow, Gänsehaut, Brüll.
Meanwhile, Island 2 was still processing the death of...
Auf der anderen Seite wäre Krieg auch irgendwie cool, checkt ihr? Solange Lingolini nicht stirbt, Bro. Wenn Lingolini nicht stirbt, Bro, wäre Krieg cool, sag ich.
Viel.
Even though I was just a farmer, you know, you still made me feel important.
Saps would invite all the leaders for a meeting later so they could coordinate a hunt for Seraphim and discuss their plans for when the border inevitably drops. Now, after Jofiel's death, Tricolor had lost a lot of its power, which left the island with really one dominant nation, the Commonwealth.
Oh, Monopolen,
But
Poggers.
remember from day 3 how the 5 Commonwealth leaders were in constant fights with each other?
It is ridiculous that Almond's vote is worth the same as mine.
Well, this all came to a head on day 5 when one of the leaders was caught plotting to take control of the entire Commonwealth. So, another Commonwealth leader then paid an assassin to, well...
Oh, shit!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Wolfram's dead.
What?
We just witnessed murder!
After this, people from the Commonwealth lost even more faith in their governments. This Commonwealth citizen went to the Cass Coalition to complain to Cass directly.
I got information that there might be netherite on the other island.
Raise
My
it up for the sub.
leadership said, quote, netherite is useless.
Netherite is, of course, not useless. I think that's a foolish statement.
As the Commonwealth erupted, the Cass Coalition thrived.
Nee, Mann, ich finde, das ist übelst das lowe Dorf. Das ist ein totes Dorf, sage ich.
But they did have their own problems. Is this your employee?
Yes, yes, he is.
That implies like it.
Die sind zu happy, ja, ja.
Skip out on work.
You hear this woman?
Earlier, What Daddy had ditched
Als eine
work
Frau
to attend a
liedet?
party
Nein,
in
damit hat das nichts zu
Barbieland.
tun.
So as punishment, his employers forced him to risk his life and chop
Obwohl,
down
doch,
one of
ja.
the tallest
Damit hat's zu tun. Was wollt ihr machen dagegen, hä?
trees in the Cass Coalition.
Darf man ja alles nicht mehr sagen heutzutage.
He's asking for help.
You have to yell louder. I can't hear you. You're so far up. You have to get closer to the ground.
Jeez.
Now,
Ich finde so Proximity-Chat, der so unterbrochen wird, mitten im Satz, immer sehr, sehr witzig. Checkt ihr? Das ist immer sehr lustig irgendwie. Das hat immer sehr was Humoristisches.
because of this recent tragedy, Cass decided to stay home from Saps' meeting. That
Community
said,
timing,
every
ja,
other
ja.
major leader was now on their way.
Allgemein, so Cuts sind immer sehr, sehr gut.
As the leaders and representatives arrived, there was one person who would be notably absent, banned from attending the meeting. Before the meeting started, Flux called me to his underground bunker because he had something, quote, important to tell me. Flux, what are you gonna do?
Well, first, let me just explain.
Let me take a selfie.
I'm not allowed to attend this meeting because the leaders of this island are utterly incompetent. They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. And their response is, let's give Island 1 more gear. It's completely brainless, and it's going to result in all of our people dying.
So, you got a plan?
I had a plan, but nobody listened. They all voted against it. Look, we can still save this island, but the current leadership has to go.
Oh mein Gott, sprengt die jetzt hoch? Bro, Flux ist AfD-Wähler, das ist krass. Bro, vielleicht sprengen die den jetzt alle hoch. Oh shit, oh shit.
What do you mean, has to go?
King Junge Dena.
Has to go. Removed.
Oh, das wäre
And I'm
crazy.
done waiting.
Das wäre crazy.
It's gonna happen.
Es ist bei seinem Homie, ja, ja.
Leaders, welcome.
Thank you all for coming. We have a lot of very important stuff to talk about.
You know, during the first meeting, there was one person there who actually understood what I was saying. Seraphim reached out to me, asked me if they could help in any way. I told Seraphim to kill Jofiel.
What?
And today, we will finish the job!
Okay.
Wait, so Seraphim gets there. What actually happens next?
Something I didn't want to do, but something that needs to be done. I'm going to save this island by any means necessary.
I would like to bring you to the table. If you agree with full KOS on Seraphim, please say aye.
Aye. Are you sure this is gonna work?
I don't know, but we have no other choice.
Alright, so I have something to say. Is there a possibility, any possibility, that the assassination of Wolfram and the assassination of Jofiel by Seraphim is any way connected? Is there a conspiracy going on right now? Do we think that's a thing? Are leaders safe?
I have reason to believe that leaders are not safe.
Flux, do you feel any guilt doing all this?
Well, part of me feels bad for Saps.
I also don't think the leaders are safe.
What do you mean you feel bad for Saps?
He has no idea what's
Oh, shit.
But if you had to betray one person to save 1,000, would you?
Tough. Holy shit. Holy shit. Alter. Auch Real Talk so insanely tough, dass sie es nicht mit Lava gemacht haben, sondern mit so Dripstones, Digga. Holy shit. Krank. Krank. Wow, insane. Guter Plot. Guter Plot bis jetzt. Ja, ich muss ja sagen, ihr habt schon recht gehabt, Chat. Ist guter Plot, actually.
It was a new day, and Island 2 was in shock. On day 4, when Saps was in Tricolor helping the people after the death of Jofiel, Flux and his crew had built a trap in his roof. And Saps did not know they had done this. He had been framed by his friend Flux, used as a scapegoat
Wurde Sap auch
for
umgebracht?
Flux's plan.
Nee.
But because they had to rush to build the trap, it actually wasn't fully successful. Some of the dripstone, including the one meant for 3 Below Zero, had failed. But overall, the trap still killed the leader of Aperion, Alkaline Alk, a leader of the Commonwealth, Coraline, and 4 other very high-ranking officials from across the island. The people of Island 2 were devastated, confused, and angry.
Our leader's dead.
What just happened? After the trap went off, Seraphim was immediately caught and killed. Oh!
What would a tricolor?
But when more people found out about how exactly their leaders died, their anger wasn't really towards Seraphim, but toward the person they believed was behind it all, Saps.
Oh, Bro, GG's. Er wird umgebracht. Oh, no. No, er ist der Nächste, Bruder. Er hat gar nichts gemacht, Bruder. Er hat nichts gemacht.
And it made sense. Saps knew he'd be hosting leaders at his home. It was his roof that had a secret trap. A trap that happened to fit perfectly into the design of the roof. Saps was about as guilty as it was possible to be. With that, all the major Island 2 nations, from the Commonwealth to the Cast Coalition to Tricolor to Luminara, declared Saps to be hunted down and killed, while Flux got away with it all.
Easy going. Easy going.
If you had to betray one person,
Boah, tougher Shot. Bro, aber Real Talk, alleine solche Shots, Digga, da haben die doch safe gesagt, ja, stell dich mal dahin, das sieht übelst geil aus für den Shot. Anders kann ich mir das nicht erklären. Oder die haben das nachgedreht. Vielleicht sind das die Sachen, die nachgedreht wurden, was der eine Guy im Chat meinte. Checkt ihr? Vielleicht wurde das nachgedreht, weil ich habe das Gefühl, dass es so nicht passiert.
With it all.
Ich glaube, Kaio hatte das geschrieben, oder? Ich glaube, das sieht sehr nachgedreht aus, aber egal. Trotzdem super sick.
And on top of all of this, at the beginning of day 6, it was announced that tomorrow, on day 7, the border between the two islands will finally fall. Both islands now have 1 day to prepare.
Meint ihr, die werden Krieg haben? Ich meine, die Reichen wollen ja eigentlich die Reichen wollen ja eigentlich denen helfen. Aber jetzt sind halt alle gestorben, die ganzen Leader. Da ist ja eine sehr große Unruhe. Ich bin sehr gespannt.
Now, when the people of Island 1 saw the chaos happening on the other island, most just didn't really care about it. A lot of the hatred against Island 2 that was popular in the early days had faded away. That is, except for this player named Oppenheimer, who was determined to take out Barbie Land because in 2023, the Barbie movie had outsold the Oppenheimer movie.
I'm building a nuclear rocket that will make yesterday's chaos look like child's play.
But when Oppenheimer tried testing his nuke, it went up, and up, and up, and was never seen again. Now, day 6 did
Ist das irgendeine Oppenheimer-Reference, die ich nicht checke gerade? Wahrscheinlich schon, oder? I don't know, trotzdem funny.
What is this?
Oder, keine Ahnung, ich habe nicht 6 Stunden Zeit, um Oppenheimer zu gucken, Bro. I don't fucking know.
What are you doing up here?
Nein? Okay, gut. Dann hat er einfach eine Rakete gebaut.
Because they hate me.
Oh! Come on! No, Chuck! What about me?
Oppenheimer hat die Atombombe erfunden. Ich weiß, aber ich meine, kann ja sein, dass er vorher eine Rakete gestartet hat, die nicht funktioniert hat oder so. Keine Ahnung.
I hate being a leader. Everyone here is so stubborn.
Benji was having trouble getting laws passed because his people kept opposing any changes that...
Ich muss zurückspulen, ich habe alles verpasst. Toll. Nur wegen euch, Chat. GG's.
And up, and up, and was never seen again. Now, day 6 did present some new challenges for some of the civilizations. For example, at Nevermore, what is this? What are you doing up here?
I got voted out because they hate me.
No! Come on! No, Chuck! What about me?
GG's.
What? I didn't do anything!
I play Mish!
Meanwhile, at Elysium,
I hate being a leader. Everyone here is so stubborn.
Benji was having trouble getting laws passed because his people kept opposing any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle. The people of Elysium were generally skeptical of government officials, sometimes even holding trials against them. Although this particular trial did not go to plan.
Guys, somebody stole Gerald.
Wer ist Gerald?
The mushroom cow, Gerald.
Oh nein! Nein! Nein!
There they all go. Meanwhile, at West Helm, there was a bit of a food problem going on. Not a shortage, a feud. See, Remy the Rat had opened up a new restaurant right across from the Coliseum, but the food was questionable.
Poison fatal.
So his customers had instead started buying their food from another player named Dinosaur. That is...
Digga, einfach Dings hier, Abfalleimer A. Oder einfach große Krabbe gegen Abfalleimer.
Until...
Oh my god, oh my god.
What is he? Permanently closed. All food is now at... Remy, are you behind the murder of Dinosaur?
Oh my god.
Anyway, on day 6, the West Helm Coliseum was finally complete.
Ja. Oder ich sag in der Gastro, Freunde, seid da vorsichtig. Die Gastro ist gefährlich.
Using this arena for?
Do I actually have to say legally?
No?
Maybe a little bit of blood will be shed, and that's all I can say.
While Spood was a popular leader who got things done, he had also developed a reputation of being a little unstable. He said outlandish things, he can't stand meetings, and his justice system wasn't by courthouse, but by combat. This is something Spood's first attempted assassin, Ramsayer, tried to prevent. It's why he tried to kill Spood, and he wouldn't be the only one. There has been a small but coordinated secret
wirklich, da sind wirklich so schöne Shots. Alle paar Sekunden.
In West Helm, with aims to overthrow and murder Spood. The two leading figures are West Helm citizen Ramsay and West Helm's head builder, Knight Arcturus.
You know, I helped design his Colosseum.
Aber auch alle krasse Bilder. Ja, das ist actually true, ne? Die müssen ja gute Roleplayer und gute Bilder reingeholt haben. Das ist wirklich krass. Also da wurde sich wirklich Mühe gegeben beim Casten.
Knight Arcturus in murder Spood. The two leading figures are West Helm citizen Ramsay and West Helm's head builder, Knight Arcturus.
You know, I helped design his Colosseum, not knowing Spood actually wanted to use it for bloodshed. He's insane.
The first part of their plan was to take out Spood's second in command, a player named Oo.
Yeah. Right, yeah, that's right. I guess
Second in command down. But Ramsay was immediately chased down by West Helm's army.
You could have made something happen, man.
Oh. Oh.
GG's.
With Ramsay dead, Knight Arcturus became the sole leader of the revolution. But he also knew it was only a matter of time before Spood finds out about his plans.
I want to make one thing clear. Anybody who is caught plotting against me will be executed in the name of West Helm. Glory to West Helm. Glory to West Helm. Glory to West Helm.
Demacia.
Now, before the border drops, the Island 1 leaders all met to discuss what to do about the Netherites in the volcano.
Bro, das ist echt sehr, sehr nice, ne? So einen halben Tag bevor die Border droppt, ist richtig fett Chaos, Bro, bei den Reichen. Das wird nochmal spannend gleich. Und bei den Armen auch eigentlich. Also bei beiden ist crazy.
Going into the meeting, people were not happy with Infernus and the Linguini Mafia, who were believed to be keeping Netherite to themselves.
Please keep all your weapons holstered at all times unless you absolutely have to take them.
The meeting began with West Helm's representative and Spood's newly appointed second-in-command, Spider.
We asked if you had netherite, and you lied. You said there was no netherite, that you had looked in it, and that you hadn't found any.
Because people were immediately starting to gang up on Infernus, Benji from Elysium tried to keep the peace.
Why is it Infernus' job to report on the netherite? There were people literally going into their territory, mine without authorization, and then accuse them of doing something wrong.
After some more discussion, Infernus was asked the big question.
Will you open up rights to mining underneath the volcano?
It is still our land. It is still the place where we live. And of course, trade, things like trade are important, but in terms of opening up the volcano, it is an adamant no.
Ooh. I agree. Now, Linguini, Seneca's biggest ally, was about to speak, but what he ended up saying was unexpected.
We have to humbly disagree with Infernus of not allowing anyone else to mine in the volcano. This is Island 1. We're all struggling against the nature and everything like that. Shouldn't we all be allowed to mine wherever we please?
Wow.
Let's go.
Yes. Hell yes. Preach.
Soon, people started offering deals to Infernus.
I believe we'd be open to give you resources since it is your land.
But Seneca still said no.
The volcano is still our sacred land. We don't want hundreds of people there mining and ravaging it.
As a result, Linguini went even further.
On the day one, Mario was here first on the volcano, and we're able to mine there, but it's not fair that no one else can mine. While your queen is over there with the diamond boots, some people don't even have any armor.
Okay!
Eventually, people started using scare tactics.
That volcano is insanely active right now. It will most likely erupt within the next 2 days.
I doubt it.
No, that's sci-fi propaganda.
That's propaganda.
And so, after even more discussion, West Helm made a final plea.
We have a representative from every single nation on this island. You have an opportunity here to unite us all, or you have an opportunity to totally destroy that unitedness.
But Seneca still wouldn't budge.
For now, it's a no.
So,
warum macht die so? Erlaubt doch den Leuten, das Netherite abzubauen, Digga. Das ist krank. Ist das krank. Meinte der Typ im Papaplatte-Skin lebt noch? Vom Anfang? Oder meinte der ist tot?
Linguini made a big announcement.
Mario has a large chunk of territory in the volcano. The Linguini family declares independence from Infernus. And we will open mining to anybody who wants to mine.
Seneca's leaving?
Ich habe das Gefühl, sie wird umgebracht.
The meeting, furious at Lingulini's betrayal.
I wish we had a better outcome, but this meeting's adjourned.
Toll. Oh shit, was geht hier?
Saps, what just happened?
Dude, what just happened? Every leader in front of me just died.
And you had nothing to do with it.
It wasn't me. Someone was in the roof. I'm getting framed-ish.
Following yesterday's trap, Saps was on the run, as he was now the most wanted and notorious criminal on Island 2.
I'm screwed. What am I supposed to do?
He had no choice but to hide amongst the dense jungles and swamps of the southern island. But he also knew that the longer he hid, the more guilty he looked. So earlier, he had decided that he would turn himself in under the condition that he is given a fair trial.
Oh shit, okay.
Flux, meanwhile, was satisfied with the success of his plan, but it wasn't over quite yet.
We got 2 leaders left to kill. Call me Cass, and of course, the guy who demoted me.
And because Seraphim was dead, Flux sent another member of his crew to take care of the job. Oh no. Oh no. There we go.
Digga, der große Revenge-Arc.
This looked like
Holy
yet another
shit.
senseless assassination. But to Flux, it was the strategic progression toward making the people of Island 2 paranoid. So paranoid that they wouldn't trust anybody, and especially not Island 1. In fact, the new leadership of Tricolor was already preparing for Island 1 to invade.
I think we should secure our nation, make sure we have plans when inevitable war and fighting starts.
Sending aid to Island 1 was officially off the table, and the construction of the Luminara Bridge had come to a stop. After all these days, Flux's plan was finally working.
Boah, tough, Digga, real talk.
Now, the Cass Coalition, meanwhile, hosted a diplomatic meeting on Day 6 to try and increase the morale of Island 2 before the border drops, although Cass herself was too scared to attend the meeting.
And I am, like, I want to enter, but my members are telling me not to because there was an attempt on my life yesterday.
Right.
Ist das WoW die Horde gegen die Allianz gleich? Ja, Bruder, vielleicht vor 20 Jahren. Heutzutage kann man einfach, man kann legit einfach Leute aus der Allianz einfach einladen und zusammen mit denen in Dungeons gehen. Das ist heutzutage nicht mehr so, Bro. Also, mein Homie, mit dem ich immer WoW spiele, Bruder, er spielt legit Allianz, ich spiele Horde, wir zocken einfach zusammen. Es ist nicht mehr so, Bruder.
Because Cass was one
Yo!
Members are telling me not to because there was
Ich
an
hab voll
attempt
spät
on my life
gecheckt. Fireball X3, er lebt noch, Chat. Er lebt noch.
yesterday.
Right. Because Cass was one of the last remaining.
Aber er ist Teil von diesem Opferdorf, von diesem Cass-Dorf da. Egal. Gut, dann sind wir jetzt doch für das Cass-Dorf.
Your leaders on Island 2, she now had guards with her at all times.
Here, I'll trade you armor.
Why?
Passt,
I
ja.
want to make sure you guys do not die. Please don't die.
That said, everyone would soon be tuning into the trial of Saparata to find out whether Saps will be freed or executed. Several nations argued over who would get to host the trial, but the Commonwealth ended up winning.
We've made this beautiful venue to show the world that the Commonwealth is still the strongest.
But first,
let me take a selfie. Yo!
Why is it up here? They're moving the warden up. No. No, they're not.
Wait, can he come back?
They're bringing it to the surface.
But I can't see.
Wait, they made it rising lava? So remember that discovery that Sidefall made? Well, it was a warden, also known as the most dangerous creature in all of Minecraft. Sidefall had then renamed the warden to Rising Lava so that when he was accidentally killed by it, the entirety of Island 1 went into a panic. The lava is not rising, but this is just as dangerous.
Boah, das ist so tough gemacht, Real Talk.
Unleashed onto Island 1, going from place to place, terrorizing civilizations.
Was für Rookies, Basti hätte den so weggemacht. Ja, das frage ich mich auch gerade. Warum haben die den nicht einfach gekillt? Also, das klingt so dumm, aber ist das Teil des Roleplays?
Oh my god. Dude, how is anyone gonna stop this? Until eventually it cut to West Helm.
One Shot in Iron? Wait, wirklich?
But the West Helm Army was
Ja, aber Bruder, dann machst du einen Fernkampf, oder?
Ready? Aim! Fire!
Come on! Oh my gosh!
Digga. Aber guck mal, als ob, das ist das, was ich meine. Ich kann mir nicht vorstellen, dass die das dann für RP-Reasons. Die sind ja auch gestorben, checkt ihr? Bruder, das ist so tough mit der Band, holy shit.
Welcome to West Helm.
Die haben den vielleicht stärker gemacht? Oh, das könnte sein, ja. Ja, wahrscheinlich, oder? Ja, das ist echt ein guter Call. Wahrscheinlich ist der gebufft. Boah. Kadastro. Der Goat. Oh mein Gott, Remy the Red, yo.
The defendant Saporata is accused of 7 counts of murder, including the murder of Joe Viel, the murder of Alkaline Elk, and the murder of our very own Coraline.
Free my man! Free my
I will
man!
hear the prosecution's argument, followed by the defense, and then I shall make my ruling. Prosecution, go ahead.
Your Honor, Saps constructed a meeting hall which contained the deadly trap, pointed at everybody but himself. As a prelude for the meeting, he had his accomplice, Seraphim, assassinate his leader before running to the trigger, ready to pull the trap. He then fled the scene after the trap went off, just long enough after faking his surprise. He is not only a cold-blooded murderer, but a terrorist.
The prosecution then called a survivor of the trap, Zekor, to the stand.
We know after investigating that only one seat had no trap. Can you identify who was sitting in that seat?
It was Saporata.
And who built the meeting hall with that seat?
It was Saps. You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island. May your death today satisfy us all.
Then it was time for the defense, for Saps to give the most important speech of his life.
All I ever
Aber
wanted
war's
for
nicht.
this island
War's nicht.
was peace and cooperation between the nations. The loss at the meeting yesterday was extremely devastating and came out of nowhere. But I can tell you right now, I'm innocent. It wasn't me. the leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area.
He's gonna expose them.
And we're the only people who knew about the area before the leadership meeting. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200.
What?
Oh, shit!
Five rotation, Snowbird 334, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
Hold on.
When I left to gather the leaders for the meeting, they must have snuck into the roof of the meeting to make the trap. The people who I thought I can trust the most used me for their malicious intent and killed the leaders and blamed it on me.
Saps had figured out he was betrayed and framed by his friend Flux, but he would end up making a critical mistake.
I find it rather interesting that Three Below, the leader of Luminara, is one of the only people who survived the trap. I find that rather interesting.
What about it?
The trap too.
Well, Saps falsely assumed that 3 Below Zero, the beloved leader of Luminara, was also behind the murders. And with that mistake, Saps turned everyone against him.
Saps, is that all you have to say?
I guess.
All right, I'm ready to make my decision. Judge Timebomb, find Separato. Guilty on all counts. Yes!
Yes!
Saps is to be taken to the top of the gauntlet and
GG's.
executed
GG's.
immediately.
Oh, that's
Digga, free my man. Er hat nichts gemacht, Mann. Er hat nichts gemacht. Lebt die Mafia noch? Ja, ja. Ich habe immer noch Hoffnung, dass es einen Plot-Twist gibt, Chat. Oh mein Gott, er flieht, er flieht, er flieht, yo! Yo! Digga, einfach Dream.
Fall damage.
Dream A Escape, Digga. Okay. Oh mein Gott, ich glaube, actually kommt er weg.
Where'd he go? Bodyguard.
He escaped, man.
Did he actually get away?
You gotta be kidding me. No!
Boah, insaner Plot Twist. Insaner Plot Twist. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Killed our leaders. You destroyed our island.
Murderer.
Right. Guilty on all counts.
Disgrace to all of the island.
Saps, why did you do this?
Ich glaube, das hittet so nochmal 10-mal mehr, wenn man actually selber auch mitgespielt hat. Checkt ihr? Wie geil muss das sein? Man hat das so mitgespielt und dann sieht man das Video dann so zusammengefasst. Übelst geil. Oh, heute bricht die Border, Chat. Heute ist der große Tag.
Shouldn't it be dropping soon?
Yeah, I think so.
Remy the Red!
It was day 7, which means
Die Mauer ist gefallen.
officially dropped. At first, people were kind of in awe.
Whoa, this is beautiful.
Going from one island to another after all this time was a major culture shock.
Is this Island 1?
Whoa!
And as expected, Island 1 people immediately started taking resources from Island 2. They're taking the sheep. But the flow of resources wasn't all in one direction.
We're probably gonna take some gravel back to Island 2. We don't have a lot of it.
Still, as people from the two islands started meeting for the first time, they were surprisingly friendly to each other. Like
So
these
geil,
two made
wie so manche Leute so mit Shader spielen und andere Leute haben so wirklich so dieses Minecraft Mobile Setup, Digga, was gleich explodiert.
tunnel connecting the islands from underground.
So geil.
We've linked Island 1 and Island 2.
For the longest time, Island 2 feared an invasion by Island 1. But on day 7, that fear completely disappeared. It it became very clear that Island 1 had no interest in war.
Wow.
Instead, they were
Gänsehaut.
just happy that they could finally enjoy Island 2 for themselves.
The water isn't boiling.
Das muss so weird sein, wenn man so 7 Tage auf dieser reichen Insel gelebt hat und dann kommen so die von den anderen und die sagen so, the water is not boiling. So, bro, what the fuck?
Getting at day 7, Lingolini made a big decision. He had decided to move out of the volcano and relocate his entire
Der Goat.
mafia to Island
Lingolini,
2.
der Goat, Mann.
This is much more organized than Island 1.
After yesterday's netherite meeting, which got a little heated, Lingolini had legitimate fears that Infernus might seek revenge against him. So, hoping to live a more peaceful life, Lingolini went far away and settled in the Cass Coalition.
So you're the leader of a mafia, I've heard?
Yes, we are, but we might do some rebranding over here.
Are you guys like violent?
We weren't violent much, but we have done some political talk that has not been taken well, which is the reason why we're here.
Sensing potential danger, Cass decided it was best for Lingolini to set up his home outside the Cass Coalition.
Oh, okay.
That said, the Cass Coalition was now bigger than ever before. On day 7, Cass hosted a funeral for the deceased Wood Daddy, and over 100 people across both islands showed up.
We are gathered
Wood
here
mommy.
today in the cherished memory of Wood Daddy, a beacon of kindness in our community.
While Cass's influence grew, the Commonwealth was in shambles. Saps' trial yesterday was a disaster for the Commonwealth. Island 2 had
Lach doch
entrusted
nicht,
the
sorry.
Commonwealth to run the trial of Saps. So when Saps escaped his execution, people lost all faith in the Commonwealth, which at one point was the most powerful civilization in the world. On day 7, most of the Commonwealth leaders resigned, leaving just one player, Sitzkrieg, as the sole ruler of the Commonwealth.
We're actively searching for Saps right now.
Ja,
We
Commonwealth
will
muss fallen,
restore
sag ich.
honor to the Commonwealth.
Das sind
One of
Opfer.
Sitzkrieg's biggest goals was to find and kill Saps, but his other big goal was to regrow the Commonwealth's population, which by this point had shrunk by a lot. So he sent out a lot of public invites, especially to the people of Island 1, and it actually did work, until one of the people who moved in was Knight Arcturus, the lead builder of Westhelm, who had to flee from Westhelm because Spood had found out about his secret plans for revolution.
Yeah, the Commonwealth is letting us hide out here. As long as Spood doesn't find us, we should be okay.
Speaking of fugitives, the world's biggest fugitive, Saps, was back to hiding in the jungle after miraculously escaping from his trial, although his spirits were quickly fading.
Everyone thinks I'm a murderer. I just don't know what to do anymore.
Saps knew that Sitzkrieg and the Commonwealth soon planned to scout the entire southern islands to hunt him down. So on day 7, Saps decided that his best bet was to leave his home island and flee to Island 1.
Oh shit, er switched.
But it wouldn't be so easy.
Ich frage mich, ob Saps nochmal ein krasses Comeback hat und ob er seine Gerechtigkeit bekommt. Das
Just
wäre sehr
dropped.
nice.
People were constantly going back and forth between the two islands, which means traveling by sea could be dangerous. So Saps decided on another method of travel. He went to the place where he was least expected.
Auf der Brücke?
He's trying to use the bridge.
Bro, so hat sich's angefühlt, in 2018 bei PUBG über die Seite der Brücke zu gehen.
What the heck? What are you doing, bro?
Island 1.
Now, instead of chasing Saps, the Luminara builders instead retreated to inform everyone else that Saps was on his way to Island 1. Saps, meanwhile, quickly sailed the rest of the way to the other island, although what happened next was unexpected.
Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy.
Whoa. They scared the crap out of me. Am I allowed to touch this water? Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know, it's good. On the south side of the island, it's safe.
It turns out earlier, Saps had reached out to a bunch of people on Island 1, offering them 2 stacks of diamonds if they give him a safe place to hide. And out of all people to accept his offer, it was Turntap, the leader of the Covenant, the most feared and militaristic civilization on Island 1.
How was the trip?
I ran across the giant bridge that Luminara is building, and like all of Luminara was there.
When Saps and Turntap finally arrived at the Covenant, Turntap immediately distributed Saps' diamonds to the Covenant army. But then, in a surprising move, he sent them out on a secret mission. Turntap had sent the Covenant hit squad to Island 2, but not to accomplish a goal for the Covenant per se, but actually upon the request of Infernus.
Oh shit. Digga, deren Base sieht so geil aus, what the fuck?
Humiliated us. He ruined our sacred land.
Yesterday, Lingolini had opened up the volcano for netherite mining, and as such, people from all across Island 1 had started mining in the volcano. And even though Lingolini had now moved out of the volcano, Sinica felt that since people were already mining, she had no choice but to let them stay. She was not happy about what Lingolini had done, and Sinica wanted revenge. Oh! They're killing the entire mafia.
Another one down, baby!
Lingolini darf nicht sterben, Leute.
Now, the reason the Covenant was willing to do Sinica's bidding wasn't just because she let them mine for netherite before anyone else.
Noch ist nicht tot, Chat. Noch ist nicht tot.
As a civilization that values honor and loyalty, the Covenant didn't appreciate how Lingolini so publicly betrayed Infernus. They found him.
Nein.
Hey, you ever thought about diplomacy?
We could have had Island 1 at peace and world peace, and we still can, really.
Oh, here they go.
But over my
Nein!
grave, he will not be a part of it.
Oh, they've got him. They've got him.
Mamma mia.
Er ist so ein Goat. Er ist so ein Goat, wirklich. Digga, rest in peace.
The Covenant
RP
had
Goat,
massacred the Lingolini Mafia. Before anyone could retaliate, the Blue Cross
Keiner würde Mamma Mia sagen, wenn er gerade stirbt.
announced they
Stell dir vor, du stehst zur Hälfte in Lava drin, Digga, und sagst einfach Mamma Mia und stirbst.
He would schedule a hearing, calling
Das
on the
ist so
Covenant
krank.
to explain what they had done.
Und dann auch noch, ja, und dann auch noch dieses Digga. Lach doch nicht, er ist gerade gestorben. Ja, sorry.
Howdy, Flux. Oh, you got some fancy armor now.
Yeah, got it from Island 1.
Wait, really? Earlier today, Flux and his crew had gotten their hands on a super rare armor trim by trading with the Covenant, who had picked up the armor trim from the Warden when it died. Now, of course, Flux had no idea that the Covenant was also trading with and harboring his arch-nemesis, Saps. But he did know one thing.
I heard Saps ran to Island 1, so we put out a massive bounty on his head.
Flux was now determined to have Saps killed, because Saps was the only other person in the world who knew that Flux was behind the murders of all the Island 2 leaders. Basically, if Saps dies, Flux gets away with everything. And ideally, the sooner Saps dies, the better, because of incidents like yesterday.
That includes the prosecution himself and their ringleader, Fluxion.
Fortunately for Flux, it didn't seem like anyone at the trial believed Saps. If anything, Saps' accusation only made people hate him more, especially the people of Luminara, who weren't happy that Saps accused some of their fellow citizens. What do you want to do to Saps?
Kill on site. We hunted him down the other day. We couldn't find him, but we have speculation of where he is.
After the murder of their beloved leader 3 Below Zero, Luminara soon planned to host an election, and the current frontrunner was a player named Legacy.
Me and my parent, we've just been going around to different houses, knocking on doors. I think we're gonna win this thing.
For a moment, Flux also considered a run for leader, although he had basically already accomplished everything he wanted to do.
Look, no matter what people say, Island 1 was planning to invade us. They would have just walked right ahead. But now that we have stronger leaders, more cautious leaders, they're not gonna do that. We have world peace. And not because of a bridge, but because of me.
Ja, Auslegungssache, sage ich. Ich sage erst nicht. Ich sage erst nicht daran schuld, dass da Frieden herrscht.
Never show kindness to your enemy if your enemy wishes to destroy you.
Donald Trump.
If you build a bridge, they'll use it to invade you. If you offer them aid, they'll use it to kill you. This is why Flux believed it was necessary to eliminate the Island 2 leaders who wished to be kind. But the cost of their deaths was devastating. The people of Tricolor still mourned Jofeel, building a massive statue to honor their deceased leader.
We've just been trying to focus on restabilizing our nation. Obviously, the passing of Jofeel hit us pretty hard.
Meanwhile, the people of Aperion had elected a new leader, but Aperion was never quite the same after the death of Alkaline
Gesellschaft, ja, das ist das Wort, ja.
The people of the Commonwealth were also in shambles, having a much smaller civilization than they started with. And even though there was some peace on Island 2, people didn't feel a sense of calm, but instead a sense of unease and revenge. They needed closure, and they were determined to kill the person who they believed murdered the leaders they loved. Saps knew that it was only a matter of time before someone hunts him down, or someone in the Covenant betrays him to collect the massive bounty on his head. So Saps made a last-ditch effort to try and get a strong ally for his cause.
Ist der Guy, der das gemacht hat, eigentlich derselbe Guy, der auch diese Parcours-Civilization-Sachen gemacht hat?
Asked Turntap to take him to the largest nation on Island 1.
Nee.
But on their way to the West Helm Capitol building, they ran into a citizen of Aperion from Island 2 who recognized Saps.
Oh. Oh, hey.
Is there a problem here?
Neutral ground? Neutral ground.
Uh-oh.
Skating on West Helm territory.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Okay. We will walk by in peace.
Good call.
Digga, einer zockt auf Boxen einfach. Bro, wer auch immer da auf Boxen zockt, hat die ganze Stimmung kaputt gemacht gerade.
Can I speak to the glorious leader of West Helm, please?
Yeah, I'll go grab him.
Jesus Christ.
Hello.
Maya, danke für den Sub.
The Covenant leaders brought me. Can we have a meeting?
I'm not gonna lie, Saps. Yeah. You coming to me asking for a meeting after what happened last time, even if it wasn't to do with you.
Listen, I just want to talk.
What about what?
At least explain, because I'm innocent.
Saps, I'm sorry. No.
Ultimately, Spood rejected Saps' request for a meeting because Spood didn't exactly trust him and had no real reason to help him. So instead, Saps tried another civilization, the Alcaracina Pirates.
Tote Flagge, Digga, Pixel Art, 12 Jahre alt.
Although when he arrived, things felt a little off.
Now, since you're here, you have to drop all your gear. I'm just kidding.
Well, about that. Wherever you think is the safer option. At the end of the day, I don't want any of you.
Oh mein Gott. Oh mein Gott.
But then, suddenly.
Pogas, sub gifts.
Yeah.
Need to leave.
What? Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Where's he going? Turntap had realized that the pirates were planning to kill Saps to collect the massive bounty on his head.
Shit.
So he told Saps to run.
What's going on?
1 sec. You gotta go back to Covenant like immediately. We probably shouldn't have come out here.
Now, on their way back to the Covenant,
saved. Holy shit.
suddenly started acting suspicious himself.
Are we safe? Is everything fine? What's going on?
We can go back to Covenant right now.
You need to tell me what's going on or I'm not coming with you.
Dude, either like you can handle this on your own or like just here, I'll explain to you on a sec, just come on.
Listen, it's hard to trust people right now, so I'm putting a lot of faith into you.
This is so suspicious. As Saps ran, he pondered
Vielleicht
his
bringt der den auch
choices.
und
Either
holt
he
sich alleine
puts his
den
life in the
Bounty.
hands of Turntap, who may be wanting to kill him and collect the bounty for himself, or he runs away. Now.
Tough.
It's all alone. Saps then climbed the mountains of Island 1, escaping from the last remaining person he thought he could trust. He was now all alone in a world of people who hated him and wanted him dead.
Boah, sheep. Ey, Elias aus Depals.
So he ventured into
Danke für die 5 Gifted Subs. Viel Liebe in den Chat für Elias. Kuss.
And started collecting blocks. Saps, what are you doing?
I can't trust anybody. Flux won. He completely won. There's just no point anymore.
Wait, macht er es?
Day 7, Saps built
Oh, ich dachte, er beendet
tower
es.
in the tundra. A monument for people to remember him by.
Oh, echt, ihr tut's.
He planned to jump off. But he didn't.
If I have to die, I'm gonna make sure he does too.
Bro, insane Applaus, holy shit.
Welcome everyone! Today we have 2 new prisoners who will fight to the death. Rinit, you are charged with the attempted murder of several innocent West Helm farmers. Remy, you are charged with conspiracy to murder West Helm food supplier Dinosaur.
Free my man!
Ready!
Lass Remy frei!
Fight!
Oh. Here they go!
Und Remy PvP Gott, sage ich. Lass den kochen, lass die kochen. Holy shit, wie dumm. Wie dumm, wer war er denn, Digga? Insane random. Let's go! Let's go!
Remy the Rat had won his duel in the Coliseum, and all of his crimes, including the murder of dinosaurs, were expunged from his record by Emperor Spood himself. He was now a legend, and his restaurant became more popular than ever before. Now, it's been a busy few days for Emperor Spood. He was always working on different things. Have you seen our aqueducts? Show me your aqueducts, Spood.
Look at it behind you! Look at it!
So what's the use of this?
I don't really know. What is the point of anything? We just build. We have too many builders, not enough ideas.
Now, while Spood was an effective leader, he did have to constantly watch his back for assassins.
You know, I've thwarted like 5 assassination attempts, and guess what? I've just found out about another.
No way. Spood's entire reign began with him.
Oder hat dieser Typ, der das Video gemacht hat, manchmal auf so einem Raspberry Pi gezockt für manche Tage, wenn er unterwegs war? Digga, was ist das? Bruder, als die da gelabert haben, Bruder, real doch 1 FPS.
Guess what? I've just found out about another.
No way. Spood's entire reign began with him almost being killed, so he was always extra careful and sensitive about where he went and who he associated with. It's also why Spood was particularly angry when he found out that one of the people who planned to kill him was his own lead builder, Knight Arcturus.
According to some of my sources, Knight Arcturus was seen in the Commonwealth earlier today.
Really? Spood had sent spies across the world to find Knight Arcturus, and when they discovered he was staying at the Commonwealth, Spood immediately reached out to Sitzkrieg to request he be handed back to Westhelm. However, given that the Commonwealth was low on citizens and needed good builders, Sitzkrieg decided to reject Spood's request.
I'm not just going to give up one of my builders. The Commonwealth does not give in to tyrants.
This made Spood erupt with fury.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure that everybody knows the Commonwealth is corrupt. They did that to me.
And so Spood went around telling everyone about how much he hates the Commonwealth. This whole situation became a massive drama, and it actually got to the point where the rest of Island 2 was getting annoyed with the Commonwealth.
I don't get why the Commonwealth doesn't just hand him over. We don't need a war with West Helm.
Unlike the Commonwealth, Cass had a big population and she didn't care about losing citizens who were troublemakers. For example, earlier, one of her citizens...
Habt ihr gesehen, da war Fireball X3, der Goat. Fireball X3, der Goat war da.
Didn't care about losing...
Da ist er, hier. Der Goat, er lebt noch, Chat. Er lebt noch und er hat eine wichtige Rolle. Let's go. Guter Skin, guter Skin.
citizens who were troublemakers. For example, earlier, one of our citizens, Addison27, had gone to Tricolor, dug into Jovial's grave, and had stolen Jovial's head.
Can I wear this? Hey, Cass, I brought you a trophy.
But instead of protecting him, Cass immediately banished Addison from the Cass Coalition and alerted Tricolor of his location, causing Addison to flee Island 2.
GG's.
It was this kind of no-nonsense leadership that earned Cass a lot of respect from not only her citizens, but other Island 2 nations who were now much more willing to ally with Cass than with the Commonwealth. The very existence of the Cass Coalition also provided a sense of security to smaller groups. Like this new nation who were mostly cheese merchants and called themselves the Conquistadors.
This is the way of cheese! Para el queso!
Since the border dropped yesterday, the economies of most Island 2 nations were prospering, with heavy amounts of trade and tourism between islands. Meanwhile, in Barbie Land...
Ish. I have news.
What?
I'm marrying Oppenheimer.
What?
What the hell?
On day 8, the player Oppenheimer had marched into Barbie Land, but instead of destroying it with a nuke, he apparently liked it so much that he proposed to their leader.
Ish, consider this your invitation to the Barbenheimer wedding.
Thank you. In Luminara, meanwhile,
Insane
the
plot
citizens
twist.
were inventing new technologies.
This is the power switch. It's 16 furnaces working together simultaneously, and it has a bunch of hopper minecarts on the inside.
Heiko Castcrafter Art Talk hier gerade, what the fuck?
Distributing everything.
As much as Luminara was finally starting to live up to its name as the Light of Island 2, little did its citizens know among them was quietly living the world's most deadly group of terrorists.
I'm thinking of running in the election tomorrow.
Oh yeah?
Legacy's pretty popular, but I'm not worried.
While it seemed like each of the Island 2 nations had their own separate goals, they were all still united under one mission: to find and kill Saps. In fact, by day
Es wäre
8,
golden, wenn
Luminara
Saps
had
bis zum
told
Ende
all
nicht
the other
stirbt, Chat.
nations that Saps had fled to Island 1, and some nations were already preparing to send out hit squads later today.
Wäre actually golden. Falls danke für den
But
Sub.
Island 1, meanwhile, was
Und
currently
Nexo,
dealing
danke für
with
die
a
4.
whole other political drama, the murder of Lingolini.
I cannot conceive how we are being this civil about this. They came in, they found him in the hole, they drowned him in lava.
This player, Vietnam, was one of the few remaining survivors in the Lingolini Mafia. Vietnam had escaped the Covenant's attack and wanted to get revenge against the Covenant, but was finding it surprisingly difficult to gather support. See, while the Blue Cross condemned the Covenant, nobody was brave enough to declare war on them. People feared the Covenant and its army, which is why Seneca secretly asked them to do the deed instead of doing it herself. If people knew that she was behind the attack, she would be in big trouble. But for now, nobody would face any consequences for the massacre of the Lingolini Mafia.
Rest in peace, Digga. Ich hasse Seneca.
Going back to West Hill,
Bro, Real Talk, Real Talk. Der Vulkan war so cool, Bruder. Das ist wirklich insane. Lingolini hätte nicht sterben dürfen.
Emperor Spood was really only thinking about one thing.
Er hat nichts getan, Bruder.
Against Night Arcturus.
Er hat nichts falsch gemacht, er war der GOAT.
After the Commonwealth rejected Spood's extradition request, Spood's initial reaction was to begin preparing for war. But what made him think twice was his belief that the Commonwealth was a
Ist das krank, dass ich von meinem Chat reingegaslightet wurde, 2,5 Stunden Minecraft-Storyline zu gucken, Bruder. Wie ist das passiert?
nation with
Und ich enjoy es
probably
auch
a big
noch.
army.
What the
Spood
fuck?
also knew that declaring war could risk the entirety of Island 2 coming to the Commonwealth's defense, and maybe launching a counterattack on West Hill. So, Spood decided to change strategies. He instead decided to try and bait the Commonwealth. See if he can make them angry enough to do something rash. Something bad enough that would allow Spood to then declare war and have everyone's support. And Spood knew exactly how to make the Commonwealth angry. He invited back to the West Helm capital the one person he knew the Commonwealth hated the most.
Das erinnert mich ein bisschen an R-Plays, Loki. Check hier. Das fühlt sich an wie so R-Plays in Minecraft.
Saps is back. And Turntap's here too, for some reason. This is interesting. Because the Covenant had brought Saps to West Helm yesterday, Spood had specifically asked Turntap to protect Saps and escort him to West Helm once again. While Saps didn't fully trust Turntap, or Spood for that matter, he knew that a meeting with Spood was a massive opportunity, and it was worth the risk.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, free my man! Free my man!
Saps, you are the person that, to my knowledge, murdered all those people on Island 1. Island 2, sorry.
It was not me. There is a person on Island 2 that is behind all of the assassinations and the corruption. His name is Flexion.
Emperor Spood was having trouble believing Saps, but he went along with it for now.
Well, it seems like we both have gripes with Island 2.
Spood then proceeded to tell Saps and the Covenant about his feud with the Commonwealth, and how he needed Island 1's support in case a war breaks out. There was just one problem. The Blue Cross Alliance was as good as dead. Infernus had basically left the Alliance after the last meeting, and the Covenant had stopped responding to the Blue Cross because of the Linguini situation. So Spood decided to take things into his own hands and individually call the big 4 nations of Island 1 for a meeting. And he wanted Saps to be there so he could tell the leaders about corruption on Island 2. Now, because of Saps' reputation, Seneca and Benji were hesitant. But as long as the meeting was in a wide open area without a roof, they decided they would go.
Digga, die Musik aus ist insane. Ist das Copyright-Free Music? Ich check's gar nicht.
Meeting, Spood first had Saps tell his story.
I've been put on trial and sentenced to death for a crime I did not commit.
Spood's goal with this meeting was to convince all the leaders that Island 2 was a threat to Island 1.
Das gibt so Red Dead Redemption Vibes, ja, voll.
Was murdered in cold blood by someone in association with the Commonwealth. It's one of the many injustices I've heard about on Island 2, and I want justice.
Then, Turntap of the Covenant made his own statement.
A few days ago, Covenant was approached by Luminara to speak of a potential trade agreement. Legacy AN approached me in regards to Flexion, the guy who Saps is claiming killed everyone, which I do believe.
Whoa. Apparently, back when the Covenant traded armor trims with Flux, they had also done the same deal with Legacy. And Legacy had voiced concerns to Turntap about Flux's run for leader, including how Flux was demoted from second in command, and rumors that he's paying people diamonds to vote for him. This gave Saps and Spood's stories a little more credibility, which was crucial for getting everyone on board with Westhelm's military proposal, which was, if any nation from Island 2 attacks Island 1, then the entirety of Island 1 must strike back.
If all leaders are in agreement to this, please say aye.
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 Good. This is for us a problem.
Benji was hesitant to join any military alliance because Elysium was the nation of peace, and he knew that his people were opposed to any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle.
Benji ist jetzt keine Pussy.
Might not agree.
Do you believe if Saps was at the council meeting, would he potentially have the chance to convince him after telling his story?
I think he might.
As long as Saps agrees, it's up to you.
I mean, yeah.
Wow. Saps is so back.
A few of the others then walked to Elysium on a mission to reunite Island 1.
I have been framed for the mass assassination of Island 2 leaders by Flexion and his conspirator. So many other people have died to the same tyranny and corruption that has been on Island 2. I'm just so lucky to be alive and share my story with you guys.
But as Saps spoke, the people of Elysium still had some doubts.
Against the corruption in Island 2, which is...
But who?
What does that mean? That's vague. What does that mean?
What is
the corruption?
Elysium wasn't convinced.
Der eine Typ. Are we... Bro, musst du so 6-mal den Satz neu anfangen, Bro, wie peinlich.
That potential corruption on another island was enough of a reason for Elysium to get involved. But then, suddenly...
A few days ago...
What the?
Oh, shit.
What is this? About 15 members of the Westhelm army had inexplicably walked right through Elysium. They quickly left, but it certainly didn't help the tensions. Nonetheless, the proceedings continue.
We're going to be deciding whether Elysium citizens would go to war. I think Elysium citizens need to have a say in that.
Yeah, true.
After even more deliberation and after even more time passed.
Excuse me. You have to say something important. The
troop of people that came by. They are apparently the military from West Helm. We have reasonable suspicions to believe they are going to launch an invasion.
Oh my God, Kampf!
In the next
XQC.
5 minutes. I do not know.
What?
Emperor Spoon.
Ich glaube, er ist einfach nur Franzose einfach.
After Spider informed him that progress
Oder
was stalling,
Quebec oder
Spoon
so.
had decided to send a squadron of the West Helm army into the Commonwealth's territory to find and arrest Night Arcturus. Oh boy, they're almost there, I think.
Oh shit, oh shit. Ich hoffe, jetzt sterben Leute. Yo, little Tiggy, danke für den Sub.
Hello, Ben. We are here peacefully. We're simply looking for a man by the name of Knight_Arcturus.
Alright. We don't have him.
We do not know where he's at. We have not seen him, nor have we heard from him.
We don't have him.
Where are they going?
Is that it?
GG's.
With their first plan failing, West Helm went to plan B.
Shield wall, shield wall.
What the?
They're forming a shield
Tough.
wall. They're forming a shield wall outside.
Everyone leave. We're getting out of here.
Yeah.
Everyone bail, bail.
The West Helm squadron had successfully intimidated the Commonwealth leadership into fleeing their own nation. West Helm then went around, searching every house, every mine, every crevice of the Commonwealth. But ultimately, Night Arcturus was nowhere to be found.
Freunde, das ist so geil, dass sie auch so ein römisches Reich gebaut haben, ne? Junge, da haben die wirklich so geile Leute gecastet. Toll, toll, toll.
Meanwhile, at the Cass Coalition.
Hey, can I run something by you real quick?
Yeah.
You know how everyone's trying to kill Saps because of what he did? And then during his trial, he was all like, Luminara was behind this. Luminara built the trap.
The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
So, I was sailing past Saps' place a few days ago.
God, this dude is digging. Or what? Oh.
You see that? You see that guy?
Yeah.
Isn't that Flux?
Yeah, kind of looks like him. Yeah.
What's he doing at Saps' place? And why is he gathering blocks?
You go to show Cass.
What do you think?
Interesting. You know what? Go show this to Tricolor. And probably also Perion.
I'm on it.
Ich habe das Gefühl, Cass nimmt dieses Roleplay so richtig ernst. Die wirkt so, als würde die so abends schlafen gehen und wie sie so richtig abgefuckt, Bro. Dass Saps die Lieder umgebracht hat. Die hat so eine richtig stressige Nacht. Roleplay? Fragezeichen? Naja, Bro, ja. Was ist das sonst, das echte Leben?
Yesterday, Saps had spent the day getting brought into meetings with the most important people on Island 1, and he didn't really know what to make of this. In one sense, he was incredibly lucky to finally have some support. But he also questioned how real this support is, and who he can really trust. See, Saps knew that the Covenant generally did not like the people of Island 2. The Covenant believed that Island 1 was the supreme island with better culture, customs, and traditions. They were also known to be ruthless, having massacred the entire Lingolini Mafia.
Rest in peace.
It's why Saps was suspicious of TurnTap's offer to continue protecting him, especially after he ran away. But Saps knew he needed powerful allies as world tensions were ramping up. When Spoon invaded the Commonwealth yesterday, he got a lot of criticism, mostly from his own neighbors, who were blindsided by the move.
Spoon could have dragged all my people into war. Elysium is a nation of peace.
Like that, any hope for a Big Four alliance was basically dead, especially since the other nations were now dealing with...
Bro, so hätte ich gerne meine Statue gebaut bei Craft Attack. Digga, so, wenn die so ausgesehen hätten, wäre so geil.
Problems of their
Digga. Und so hätte mein Naxxramas aussehen sollen, Bro, letztes Jahr. Vorletztes Jahr.
Earlier yesterday, Queen Seneca had found out that Elysium's newspaper, Daybreak Media, had somehow found out that she had directed the Covenant to kill Lingulini.
Oh, shit.
This is why Seneca was so quiet yesterday during the Island 1 snow meeting. She knew this story would be coming out, and she was trying to figure out how she would respond. And on day 9, she made her decision. To dissuade people from invading Infernus, she would show strength by doubling down and hold a joint ceremony with the Covenant, parading around Lingulini's head.
Let this be a lesson. Shame to those who disrespect our volcano.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the island, the Blue Cross was hosting a meeting.
Vietnam, I'm getting word that Infernus is having a ceremony to burn the head of Mario.
If I can't get his head back, then it's war. I will put my hands around each and every one.
The leaders and representatives then decided that Infernus needed to be punished, and they started discussing whether or not to declare war. But then, not even a minute into the discussion...
If everyone is against them, then we're not going to...
Benji's dead!
Yo.
What?
War Benji der letzte von Dings?
Benji, the leader of Elysium, had suddenly died. And before anyone could even ask about what happened, a member of Daybreak Media made a shocking revelation.
We know that Benji had been one of the people who made the call to kill Lingulini.
What? Apparently, Benji had admitted to Daybreak Media that he, alongside Infernus, had approved the killing of Lingulini. At the time, Benji believed that killing Lingulini would finally resolve the conflict over the volcano and bring peace to the island. But
Benji, was sollte das damals?
Seriously regretting this decision.
Ja,
so he told Daybreak Media everything, exposed Infernus, and then ended his life. Now, because Benji had repented, the Blue Cross Conference decided not to punish Elysium and instead focused on Infernus.
I don't know about war. Maybe a trial? Give Infernus a chance to tell their side.
Flux was representing Luminara at the meeting, and the leaders actually agreed with his idea. So later today, there would be a trial against the entire nation of Infernus.
Ja, abreißen, sag ich.
Now, when the meeting came to an end, Flux was approached by a few guards from Tricolor.
Right, look. We know about the assassinations, all right?
What assassinations?
You're under arrest. You're coming to Tricolor. You're gonna have a fair trial. Just come with us.
What are you talking about?
Tricolor had issued an arrest warrant for Flux after they obtained incriminating video evidence from a citizen of the Cass Coalition.
being possibly responsible for the death of Jovial in any capacity.
What are you talking about? We know Seraphim was guilty of that.
There are concerns that you may have been involved in other ways. If you believe yourself innocent, I believe that you are. I trust that you're innocent because you told me you were. But right now, the most important thing you can do is simply go to the trial and prove that you're correct, which I believe
This is an outrage against Luminara. I cannot believe that you would accuse me of this.
Now, the truth was, Tricolor wasn't necessarily convinced that Flux was guilty. They just wanted Flux to go to trial so that he could answer their questions about the videotape.
Why didn't you not bring this up beforehand?
Look, you were guilty and run away.
You're seriously scared that I'm going to run away from a trial?
You agree after what happened with the Commonwealth, we could never be too careful about stuff like that. We're both
Fine, I will go, but this is an outrage.
All right, let's go.
We're gonna remember.
We will not stand for this.
Ja, killt den jetzt. Bringt den um. Real Talk. Den und die Vulkanfrau. Beide umbringen.
He's like stopping every few seconds.
People stop, don't worry about it.
The group then passed through Elysium and were about to sail off to Island 2 until...
Oh mein Gott, Bruder, sind die dumm? Als ob der jetzt wieder wegkommt.
Wait, Flux is getting away?
Ist das krank, Bro?
It turned out Flux had secretly told a member of his own crew to come and attack him so that he could run away from his arrest without looking guilty.
Holy shit, insaner play.
When Flux returned to Luminara, his whole world had flipped upside down. He believed he had covered all his tracks, that he had gotten away with everything. But for now, he had to remain calm and decide on his next move.
Legacy.
Yeah?
We've just been informed that you have ties to the Covenant, and they're working with Saps the Traitor. So the problem is, we're afraid you're a national security threat. You have two choices right now. You either drop out of the election this instant, or we can do this the hard way.
Holy shit, kids out.
Alright.
By forcing Legacy to drop out of the election, Flux had automatically become the leader of Luminara. Which means if Tricolor still wanted to arrest him, they wouldn't be able to just walk ahead and take him. They would have to invade Luminara itself.
Bro, ich hoffe, Saps bringt den Flux hier noch um, Bro. Das wäre so peak. Das muss eigentlich passieren.
Yesterday, Emperor Spoon had caused a lot of chaos with his failed attempt to capture Knight Arcturus. So he spent day 9
Digga, wir haben einfach 2 Stunden Minecraft-Video geguckt. Ich kann nicht mehr. Ist das krank.
For example, earlier, Spoon had
das ist der krankeste Stream, den ich je gemacht habe.
Addison27, who wanted to sell Jovial's head in exchange for netherite. Spoon accepted the deal, gave Addison a place to meet him at, but then he gave Addison's location straight to Tricolor.
Armor.
Show us the head.
Yeah,
there it is.
Oh, no.
Give it right now.
I got it.
Now, this actually led to an alliance between Westhelm and Tricolor, the first ever multi-island alliance, and a strategic move by Spoon to befriend the neighbors of the Commonwealth. Later, Spoon also visited the Covenant after he heard about some civil unrest going on.
So they all just left, just like that?
Apparently, about half of the Covenant's entire population had decided to leave the Covenant. This is because they believed Turntap was betraying the Covenant's values by constantly trading and associating with Island 2. And what made a lot of them really angry was the fact that Turntap was making them protect Saps. See, originally, Turntap had only brought Saps in to get diamonds for his army, but the more he heard about Saps' story, the more he became captivated by Saps and wanted to help him. In fact, the reason Turntap had acted strangely on day 7 wasn't because he was thinking about killing Saps. It was because he had just saved Saps from the Alcaracina pirates, and he was worried that the pirates would attack the Covenant in retaliation.
Walk ahead.
Bro, ich sehe gerade gar nicht mehr durch.
Anyway, now that Turntap had the pirates against him, as well as much of the Covenant forces, which Turntap himself had trained to be ruthless, it's fair to say that his life was in grave danger. But before he and Spood could figure out a solution, the Covenant suddenly had a surprise visitor.
Come here, you're under arrest.
Uh-oh.
Yo, they're trying to kill me?
You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island.
After days upon days of searching, the Commonwealth had finally found Saps.
Bro, wie kannst du immer noch diese Commonwealth geben, Bro? Sind die schon lange alle tot?
It's literally the guy.
Saps is now hiding. This player, Zekor, was now the main diplomat of the Commonwealth, and he knew that this was his opportunity to finally kill Saps. The last thing he needed to do was to convince Spood to hand Saps over.
Spood, come here. Please, let's have a talk. Let's have a chat. Are you a friend of this criminal behind you?
Alright. Could you guys come inside?
Oh boy. Here we go.
We can put all of our fighting behind us. I propose a trade. You give me Saparada, and the Commonwealth gives you Night Arcturus.
Ooh. Oh wow.
RT for Saps?
Oh shit.
I mean, where would this happen?
You can let us take Saparada now, and then we can kill Arcturus for you.
No, don't kill him. He needs to fight in the Colosseum.
Alright, we can make that work as well.
Whoa.
Wait, so you're saying you know where he is? It's interesting because Sitzkrieg said he didn't.
Okay.
We don't have him.
We do not know where he's at.
Look, he comes back every now and then. We'll find him.
Really? Is that so?
Why would I lie?
So you'll find him for me?
Spood, don't do this.
Look, Spood, I have to be honest. I am shocked that you're defending this criminal. Either you accept this deal right now, or I tell everyone from back home that you're harboring Saparada. They'll all declare war on you, and this will be the end of Westhelm.
Das sind aber auch wirklich gute Plotstränge, ne?
So, just to make the terms of this deal
Die machen das
very
wirklich gut, die
clear,
Jungs.
Because I want to be accurate.
Digga.
You expect me to give up an innocent man in exchange for a terrorist? Is that really your offer?
He's not innocent.
Let's go. Spood ist keine Snitch. Let's go.
Alright. Get out. Now.
Bro, das ist so sick. Holy shit. Krank. Crazy.
Soon, it would be time for the trial of Infernus.
Wie kann ein Skin so tough aussehen in dem Moment?
Anticipated event, because Seneca had told everyone that she actually planned to attend.
Bro, die haben alle so Skins, die so aussehen, als würden die dir für eine 10er PSC einen YouTube-Header machen auf dem Gommes-Server, Bro. Aber in dem Moment mit der Musik und der Storyline, Bro, sieht das so tough aus, wenn die da stehen. So crazy.
As such, Turntap would be there to help her, which meant Saps also had to go. He wanted the Covenant's protection, which would actually come in handy. What? Sap's getting attacked. Oh no. Oh boy, Sap's getting attacked.
Nah,
again.
bro.
The attacker was taken out immediately by the Covenant, but this led to another problem.
We need to know whether we should keep Infernus in the area. We are worried about assassinations.
We're not going in a building, we're having this outside.
Seneca and the rest of Infernus had arrived, but were refusing to enter the courthouse because of safety concerns. Infernus is saying outside or nothing.
Outside or nothing.
And as expected, people were quickly becoming impatient.
I have to stand here for 5 more minutes. I'm gonna blow.
Bro, seit diesem einen Ding haben die alle so ultra Angst, dass irgendwer nochmal so Dripstones irgendwo droppt.
Let's come inside.
Ehrlich.
people don't have the ability
Fair, aber ja.
The trial hadn't even begun and things were already out of control. And then
24 Gramm Proteine gerade gegessen, Leben. Oh mein Gott, na, shut the fuck up. Nein, Bro.
Oh.
Nein. Okay.
And like that, Turntap was dead. Killed by 2 disgruntled former citizens of the Covenant who had come back for revenge.
Und irgendein anderer Typ ist auch noch gestorben, der wurde nicht mal erwähnt. GG's. Bro, GG's. Irgend so ein anderer Typ wurde auch gestorben. Er wurde nicht mal erwähnt, Digga. Der arme Digga. Das ist so, als würde so Ronaldo in einem Flugzeug abstürzen oder so. Und dann steht da so, Ronaldo und 16 andere sind gestorben. Bro, what the fuck? Ey. Lass uns hoffen, dass nichts passiert, aber als Beispiel.
Both Infernus and the Covenant were eventually found guilty of murdering the Lingolini Mafia. But now that Seneca had adopted the entire Covenant army with all of its netherite weaponry, it would be impossible to try and arrest anyone. Saps, meanwhile, was abandoned at the courthouse, so he ran all the way to Westhelm to Emperor Spood, who was apparently dealing with a new political crisis. It appeared that Spood had finally made the Commonwealth mad because, according to a Westhelm spy, it looked like the Commonwealth was preparing to go to war. And on top of this, Spood had received a message from Sitzkrieg inviting him to the Commonwealth for a meeting. Now, of course, Spood suspected this was a trap.
Ich habe die ganze Zeit überlegt, wie die da diesen Brief zum Beispiel jetzt dann so rüberbringen. Dann dachte ich so, vielleicht geht da dann so einer von den Spielern rüber. Aber ich glaube, die whispern den einfach an, oder? Ich glaube, die haben den einfach auf dem Server angewhispert. Oder so Discord oder so.
Let me go instead. Let them kill me, and if they do, we'll have the right to obliterate them.
Aber Loki wäre auch tough, hätten die keinen Ingame-Chat. Check hier. Sondern eher so ein Briefkasten oder so.
This will give Westhelm permission to finally wipe the Commonwealth off the map.
You're a hero, Spider.
Glory to Westhelm.
Wow.
These guys are all waiting.
Ah, Digga, das ist wieder der Raspberry Pi, Digga. 1 FPS, GG's. Dennis, danke für die 10, danke für die Unterhaltung, Bruder. Vielen Dank für die 10 Euro. Oh mein Gott, das geht los. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Wait, what? Where is everyone?
The Commonwealth had been completely abandoned. See, after Zekor's meeting with Spood, Sitzkrieg had tried to rally all of Island 2 against Westhelm, but not a single nation joined him. Throughout its days, the Commonwealth had faced chaos, infighting, global humiliation,
Ja, das waren die dümmsten.
and now Sitzkrieg was utterly defeated.
Ja, voll Idiot.
So, as a final jab against Westhelm, Sitzkrieg decided to kill Spider before dissolving the Commonwealth once and for all. Sitzkrieg and his remaining citizens then decided to pack up and relocate to the one place in the world that Westhelm wouldn't be able to infiltrate.
Oh mein Gott, Johnny, dem Vulkan. Das ist crazy.
There are so many people. Oh my God. Infernus is massive.
Sagt's nicht, Chat. Sagt's nicht, macht's nicht, okay. Ey, ist danke für die 20 Monate, Bro.
Meanwhile, at the Cass Coalition, it was the end of another good day. The farmers had produced plentiful crops, the businesses had made lots of sales, and there was even a birthday party.
Happy birthday!
But while her people were happy, Cass knew very well that the outside world
Oder es fühlt sich an, als hätten die das so ein Jahr gespielt oder so. Da ist so viel passiert, Bruder.
As leader, it was Cass's duty to keep track of all the world.
Das war so eine Woche einfach. Ultra random. Oder 2 oder so.
She watched from afar as the Commonwealth fell apart. She watched as world leaders died left and right. She watched Infernus avoid justice by blocking themselves off, with Netherite at their defense, as well as the volcano's sheer height. Yet despite all the turmoil, Cass spent most of the day trying to solve what was now the world's biggest mystery. Who had really murdered all the Island 2 leaders? Was it Saps, or was it Flux? See, earlier at the Blue Cross
Boah, das ist aber geil, dass sich da jetzt nur so 2 so richtig dicke so Zusammenschlüsse bilden. Alright, wir sind fast in Tag 10, Chat. Das ist der letzte Tag. Holy shit.
Members of the Cass Coalition
Holy shit, Finale.
Covenant was propagating anti-Island 2 propaganda, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, we didn't agree with that. Island 1 never had beef with you guys. It was really just a covenant.
They can see that Island 1 is gearing
Ich find's geil, dass ich 2,5 Stunden Minecraft-Video gucke, aber niemals Game of Thrones gucken werde. Toll. Das ist mein Leben. So geil. 2,5 Stunden Minecraft-Dokumentation, kein Problem. 3/4 Stunde Game of Thrones, Digga, niemals. What the fuck?
What if that's the reason he killed them? Besides, what would be Saps' motive? There wasn't even a motive alleged during his trial, yet he was still found guilty. In fact, thinking back, the trial itself was suspiciously short, and the judge made a decision very quickly. Well, on day 9, one of Cass's citizens was scouting the Commonwealth and figured out why. Flux had bribed the judge to ensure Saps was found guilty.
Das ist krass.
When Cass discovered this, she immediately called for a meeting with local leaders.
Der war geschmiert, Bro.
I'm so mad. He needs to die.
Da ist der Feuerskin. Seht ihr, da bin ich. Da bin ich. Ich war zu sehen.
No, there won't be a battle.
Er lebt noch. Fireball X3, Digga.
We take him out, we leave. Got it?
Sounds good. See.
All right. First thing tomorrow.
Fireball X3, der Goat. Okay, jemand hat mir noch ein paar Side-Infos zum Projekt gelinkt. Ich guck's gleich, danke.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We gather here today because, well, we never got the opportunity to properly mourn our previous leader, 3 Below.
What's going on here?
He was more than just a Luminaran, he was a friend, and I'm very much excited that we can continue his legacy and complete the bridge which he would have wanted.
Das wäre der beste Plot.
Let's go!
And so, the Cass Coalition set off on their mission to kill Flux once and for all. On the way, Cass stopped at Aperion to rally their people.
We've found the person responsible for the multiple leader assassinations, including the assassination of your own president. Are we ready to fight for Luminara and for justice?
The plan was simple. Aperion would invade Luminara from the south, while the Cass Coalition approaches from the sea so that Flux can't escape.
And I just...
Oh, they're here! They're here!
Oh, look.
Flux is running.
Digga, bitte bringt ihn um. Bitte bringt ihn um.
They're after him.
Surrender, Flux! I don't want to do this!
Digga, Bro hat die Internetrechnung nicht bezahlt, Bruder. Ey, Bro, das ist nicht tough, Digga. Man, du hörst dich an, als hättest du wirklich, Bruder, 16.000er Leitung. What the fuck?
Oh! Okay, wait, surrender! Okay, surrender.
Surrender.
I'm not moving, I'm not moving!
Flux, look, you are under the arrest, killing Jag, Alki, members of
Oh, shit.
This is an outrage!
And attempting my assassination.
Hey, stop.
Flux had stopped and surrendered, but there was a bit of confusion.
He's entitled to a fair trial.
Wait, I thought it was
Oh my
Going
God.
in, Cass had been
Oh
under
my
the
God,
impression
es
that
ist
the people
vorbei.
of Luminara wanted Flux to be overthrown, when in reality, most Luminarans knew nothing about his crimes.
You are speaking to a mass murderer right now. Don't let him get through the crowds, guys. Where's Legacy? Luminarans, do you want this man alive?
Yeah, entitled to a fair trial.
Oh, come on.
All of a sudden, Cass wasn't sure about what to do. Until...
Nein, Bruder. Bruder, wenn er jetzt wieder wegkommt, ich schwöre. Bitte, Bruder, er darf nicht. Oh nein. Oh, Bruder, hat er jetzt eine Falle? Oh mein Gott, Let's Hugo TV. Bro, holy shit. Tougher Plot.
Flux had killed 5 people using a secret trap he had built the day before. This bought him just enough time to escape.
You block up behind.
That said, Flux knew there'd be a lot of people after him, so when he dug to the surface, he ran straight to the ocean and fled Island 2.
Wer ist der Guy, der mit ihm fährt?
Still, Cass and Aperion sent out hit squads to try and hunt Flux down, while Legacy
Thomas?
directed the citizens of Luminara
Der heißt
to
nicht Thomas,
evacuate.
oder?
I gotta move all of these people over to the concave storage.
Der heißt weder Thomas noch Mark. Oh, der heißt eigentlich Thomas 5000?
Like that, Legacy had taken over as leader of Luminara. Cass and Aperion were down 5 citizens, and Flux had gotten away with everything once again. Or so he thought.
Oh. Plot twist. Digga, toter Try.
I am so confused on what's happening right
Oh my God.
Oh god.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
When Flux's trap went off, the rest of the world had a lot of questions.
Was that in Luminara?
That was Flux?
Wait, Flux killed those people?
Yeah.
On day 10, word began to spread about what had happened.
That was Flux's trap?
Yeah, Flux built that trap.
Which made people think, was Flux behind the murders of the Island 2 leaders after all?
Dude, I think Flux was behind everything. Shaps was right.
Bruder, lass Remy die Ratte da raus. Er hat nichts gemacht. Er wollte einfach nur die Stadt füttern, Mann. Er wollte einfach nur ich wollte einfach nur, dass alle glücklich sind, Bruder. Remy the Red hat nichts gemacht, Mann. Der Restaurantbesitzer. Digga. Remy the Red ist der Goat. Er hat alle vergiftet. Nein, Bruder, er hatte einfach einen schlechten Tag, Mann. Er hat einfach einen schlechten Tag, Digga. Er hat sein Bestes gegeben. Was meinst du?
For the first time since he had gone into hiding, Saps had been vindicated, proven innocent.
Der hat seinen Konkurrenten beseitigt. Ja, passiert, Bruder. Es ist die Gastro.
And now, instead of hunting for Saps, all of Island 2 was determined to find Flux.
Ja, Mann, endlich.
Bro,
Da ist mein Skin! Fireball X3! Der Goat! Da ist er!
I would have been the bad guy if I killed him right then and there with everyone yelling, trial, trial.
Der Goat!
But the search for Flux didn't take long.
Someone just saw Flux going up the volcano.
Oh, you're kidding.
Layer by layer, I didn't know that.
Seneca had offered
Oder
Flux
die
refuge
Oberops.
at Infernus under the condition that he and his crew build deadly traps all around the volcano perimeter so that nobody can break in. But the rest of the world was unfazed.
Yeah, they're gonna pay for what they did.
Yep.
On day 10, all of Island 2 joined the Tricolor West Helm Alliance and declared war against Infernus.
Alright, today we infiltrate the volcano for Spider and for Owo. And I just want to say, if I die today, I love you all. Glory to West Helm!
Tough.
He was my brother. He was everyone's brother. And they took him from us. They took him.
Flux got away with murdering so many of our people and our leaders. Today, we get justice for our entire island.
Okay, vamos, amigos, vamos. All right, everyone in.
I'll meet you at the Coliseum.
Let's go, let's go.
Come on. All right, let's go, everyone.
Digga, die Band nimmt anscheinend noch Chat. Let's go. Boah, wie viele Leute das sind. Holy shit.
A few days ago, my home was turned into a death trap behind my back. I was framed and then forced to go through a rigged trial.
Guilty on all counts.
Yes.
A few days ago, every single person in the world wanted me dead. But today, you all know the truth about who really killed our leaders and our friends. Today, we walk ahead, we storm the volcano, and we get justice!
Boah, das ist so tough gemacht.
Alright everyone, listen up.
Oh shit.
There's a lot of things to watch out for. There's gonna be lava, boiling water, dripstone
Boiling
traps,
water.
their entire army. They have the height advantage and netherite armor, but we have numbers. So let's stick together and let's win this thing! Come on!
Alright, here we go.
Oder, also real Talk Raspberry Pi, Digga, what the fuck. Das wird immer unterbrochen durch so 3 FPS-Aufnahmen, Junge.
There's so many people.
You make me all blind with your civil rights. You demand that I eternize your name. Walk ahead.
Oh my God.
I think there might be a problem.
Ah, Digga, ich hoffe, Remy Red stirbt nicht.
You cover us in shame and I take the blame. Living by the rules to which high school blues. Walk ahead.
Oder Lensflare aus COD-Movie, Digga. Oder das ist wirklich das Gaming-Video des Jahres, ne? Holy shit. Wie kann man so ein Storytelling haben? Das ist wirklich krank.
They're pouring water on the lava, but the water still burns.
Okay, send out the covenant now, right now.
Go, 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 go.
Oh, big fighting on the ground right now. Covenant is attacking from behind.
Keep going! Skin shine. Joker's got silver linings. Holy Mary sings songs in the wet rain. Walk ahead. Shield up! They have some heroes, guys. They only have 7 heroes. Now every new day is a new firearm to my teeth.
It's just chaos on the ground as well. It's the Covenant.
Someone show me someone living a desire.
Get down off our mountain.
They got it, they got it.
Bruder, wenn er das schon recordet mit 3 FPS, will ich gar nicht wissen, wie die Jungs da gezockt haben. Checkt ihr? Oh mein Gott, insane, die Traps. Alter, wer war er? Nein, ist Remy gestorben? Rest in Peace, Digga, er war der GOAT. Ja, okay, er hat sich einmal verkocht, aber ansonsten war er der GOAT. Oh mein Gott. Holy shit. Digga, woher wussten die, wer ist? Das sind so viele Leute, holy shit. Wegen Schildern, ja, habe ich auch überlegt. Aber meint ihr, das war so? Oh mein Gott, stirbt sie? Oh mein Gott. Finally, Bro. Finally. Oh mein Gott, jetzt musst du noch er sterben. Ja, ja, tu es, tu es. Oh, tougher escape. Wait, is er down? Wait, what? Nah, Bro. Boah. Digga, wirklich, dieser Skin wäre nie, der wäre nirgendwo wäre der tough, aber jetzt gerade ist der tough.
No. Surely not.
Digga, den Escape-Tunnel.
No, of course he has a tunnel. Of course.
Where was he? I saw him! I saw him! You're gonna kill him! Run away!
He's missing?
Hold on.
Digga, und Thomas 5000, Junge.
Alright guys, let's go, let's go.
Oh mein Gott. Oh mein Gott. Zeiten die 1v1? Oh mein Gott. Boah. Holy shit.
Wow, you actually showed up.
Can't say no to a friend, can I?
Wow, you actually showed up.
Let's make this a fair fight, okay? Flux. Look at all these people. dying right now because of you.
You know, Saps, none of this would have happened if you had died like you were supposed to. I'm sorry for everything you've had to go through.
Boah, tough, Digga! Insane Applaus! Insane Applaus!
I can't watch this.
Ich habe das Gefühl, es gibt noch einen Plot-Twist. Oder vielleicht auch nicht, vielleicht auch nicht. Digga. Ja! Insane! Insaner Play! Er hat ihn, oder? Er hat ihn. Selbst muss ihn haben. Das wäre der perfekte Plot. Oh mein Gott. Nein, Bro, gib uns jetzt nicht die Cliffhanger, Bro. Oh mein Gott. Oh mein Gott, er hat ihn. Der Goat. Der Goat. Oh mein Gott, fuck. Del Queso.
Saps had killed Flux.
Cinema.
And with that, Flux's reign of terror was over.
Digga, wirklich insaner Plot. What the fuck? Meint ihr, Thomas 5200 hat nochmal einen Revenge-Arc? Und Jimmy? Jimmy ist wieder zur Highschool gegangen. Und ich?
Lives lost in the Battle of Infernus.
Since then, I think we haven't felt the same. I know I certainly don't.
The Island 2 West Helm Alliance had defeated the Infernus forces. But winning had come at a high cost.
Alter, lebt Fireball noch? Der Goat. Fireball X3 hat den Fight gewonnen.
After the war,
aber natürlich erst ein Feuermagier.
Across the world took time to mourn their dead, reflect upon the battle, and then, eventually, decide how to move on.
Rest in peace, Remy, Alter.
Now that Infernus, the Covenant, and the Commonwealth were off the map, there were talks of creating a new world government. But ultimately, it never really materialized, and all the remaining nations just agreed to do their own thing and have peace.
Wow.
In the corner of the crowd.
Da war nochmal Fireball X3.
Island 1 had taken the brunt of the war. Crops trampled, the
ja, entweder die machen jetzt Frieden oder der Server endet einfach am 10. Tag.
As a result, people across Island 1 struggled after the war. Some of them joined cults, while others moved to Island 2 in search of a better life. Elysium was fine though. Instead of going to war on day 10, the Nation of Peace had decided to hold a peace festival. And on their shore was something
Die anderen hatten so den
a
Über-Content.
bridge stemming all the way from Luminara.
Digga, Hugo-Event ist crazy.
And so everybody lived on in peace, including Saps, who at long last had returned to Island 2. This brings back memories. Still, the world wasn't totally conflict-free. The Cass Coalition Bakery was yet to be exposed for causing the death of Wood Daddy. And Knight Arcturus was still in hiding, yet to be found by Westhelm. It's a big world, so it's not a surprise that many stories like these may just never end. But I think there's some beauty in that.
Krank. Krank. Bro, Real Talk, das ist ein Masterpiece. Ich check schon, warum Leute gesagt haben, dass ich das gucken soll. Das ist schon ein sehr, sehr gutes Video. Ich meine, ich habe nichts anderes erwartet. Aber es ist actually besser, als ich erwartet habe.
You've made your emperor very proud.
Jury, you have heard all of the evidence. If you find Thomas 5200,
oh mein Gott! Oh mein Gott! Nein! Free my man!
Thomas, may you find mercy in the end, senor.
Digga, GG's.
When we first met, I ran away screaming from you because I thought you were gonna blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But after we talked a little bit for like 5 minutes, I realized you could blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But that doesn't mean you will.
Barbie, do you take Oppenheimer to be your one and only kin?
I do.
Oppenheimer, same thing.
I do.
Das ist so krank.
At this time, Barbie and Oppenheimer have requested that instead of rings, they will both exchange something slightly different. If you would please turn your attention to the nuclear bomb that's behind us. 3, 2, 1.
Ist das krank, Bro? Ist das kranke Scheiße, Digga? Ist das kranke Scheiße, Digga? Oh shit. Boah. Digga. Digga, krass. Digga, wirklich krass, Bro. Loki Gänsehaut. Das ist wirklich insane, Bro. 2,5 Stunden, Junge. What the fuck? Boah, what the fuck, Digga. Digga, das war wirklich ein insanes Video, Bro. Ich check, warum das 18 Millionen Views hat. What the fuck, Digga. What the fuck, das hat fast Mio-Likes, ne? Jemand hat mir noch einen Link gelinkt, was irgendwie so Background-Knowledge zu dem Ganzen sein soll. Ich weiß halbe Bibel, aber ein paar Infos zu dem Event. Züch, Digga. Ich meine, das ganze Event ging eine Woche mit je 3 bis 4 Stunden pro Tag. Einige Gespräche und Reden wurden neu gedreht für das Video, um einfach bessere Qualität zu bekommen oder für Drama. Erkennt man halt an Kamerafahrten und wenn kein Chat zu sehen ist. Ebenfalls wurden manche Events ein wenig zeitgleich verschoben und ein wenig angepasst. Zum Beispiel der Tod von Remy war super unspektakulär im Event, wurde aber im Video anders beschrieben und ein paar Tage nach hinten verschoben. Generell kann man aber den restlichen Videos auf dem Zweikanal von Ish entnehmen, dass den Teilnehmern nichts vorgeschrieben wurden. Als sich das Projekt dem Ende genaht hat, wurden alle Lieder in einen Discord geholt, wo sie sich selbst auf ein Ende einigen sollten. Auch da halt nur so ein grober Plan. Und der Kampf am Ende zwischen Flux und Saps war komplett spontan, selbst für das Staff-Team. Man kann im Chat sehen, wie Ish von seinem Staff-Team vollgespammt wurde, dass er zur Arena soll. Also man muss sagen, es war wirklich ein richtig guter Cast. Side Note, jemand meinte ja vorhin, dass diese eine Regel gibt, dass man nicht zweimal eine wichtige Rolle spielen darf. Und Saps war schon mal in anderen Videos eine etwas wichtige Rolle. Deswegen waren die Leute im Event die ganze Zeit sauer auf Saps, weil die dachten, er würde sich wieder aufspielen wollen. Aber er wurde einfach gegen seinen Willen dank Flux in diese Main-Character-Rolle reingedrängt. Und dadurch hätten die Leute im Event theoretisch die ganze Zeit wissen können, dass Saps unmöglich der Mörder der ganzen Anführer hätte sein können. weil das Staff-Team das nie zugelassen hätte, dass er nochmal Main-Character wird aus eigenem Willen. Es läuft auch aktuell eine neue Bewerbungsphase für ein neues Projekt. Crazy, crazy. Danke, Bruder, für Backnowledge, actually. Linguini, also Innocent. Was ist das hier?
Mr. London from the Island One Band was hosting a concert.
Lingolini kills the Island One Band.
Mario, having a good time?
I'm having a great time.
But then...
Final piece of entertainment. I would need a participant from the crowd. You know what? We'll take Mario.
Yeah,
Everybody,
Mario,
please calm down. I've been practicing this trick for 3 days now. I will give you this bow and a few arrows. I need complete silence. So I can hear the arrow firing, so that I may turn around and block the arrow. You may fire at will, Mario.
Das ist wirklich so Hugo-Event.
Okidoki, let's go.
That was a complete failure of the cast member on stage. Not Mario whatsoever.
Bro, herrlich. Wirklich herrlich, 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 herrlich. Geil, Mann. Sehr gutes Video, Mann. Sehr guter Plot, Bro. Ja, finde ich auch nicht schlimm, um ehrlich zu sein, dass sie da irgendwas nachgedreht haben oder dass sie... Das finde ich alles übelst geil. Weil am Ende des Tages, Bro, haben wir dadurch ja gar keinen Nachteil. Es war insaner Content, you know? Alles ist ja sowieso so gespielt, dass das dann geil ist.